This is more Master Chief than the whole fucking show.
Just using your hole. Yeah, I love using your hole. I'm gonna use your little asshole in your mouth, because you know what it is. It's a free hole day.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking railed. Bitch is getting railed. Fuck!
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 Ah!
God, where are you going? Ah. Baby. Ah. Yeah, face fuck. I'm dropping load. Yeah. Oh, up in your fucking mouth. Gonna paint his town red. Gonna paint his wife white.
How is it still this fucking funny, man? How is it
It's
still
so
this
good
funny?
every time.
We have different definitions
You
of
can
good.
see, you can see John's like entire soul is just leaving his body.
Actually, he's starting to get used to it. I think in an episode or two he'll like it.
Yeah,
Ew.
that's how it does. It sneaks up on you humor wise. All of a sudden you're like, damn, this is actually really fucking funny.
I'll probably just be laughing it off by the end of this.
You have to laugh or you cry. Which there was a lot of crying in this episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
me.
only from the
Fuck.
men.
But yeah, exactly. Just the guys.
Anyway, hi everybody. Episode 5 was an abortion, but like a back alley abortion, like like the residue of a coat hanger of a back alley abortion. That residue on the ground that's been on the ground for like 2 weeks and has become like crust on the ground from an abortion. That's
What
pretty
is
much what
happening in
this episode
Australia?
was. Hey,
Yeah.
it's cheap. I do cheaper abortions than your local clinic. Okay, keep that
Gonna
in
paint
mind.
this town red.
That's a
Gonna
promise.
paint it white.
And I'll even half it if you bring your own coat hanger. Okay, but anyway, hope everybody is doing well. This episode was awful. Just absolutely fucking
The
awful.
fucking worst.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Dog
before I say hi to the chat and introduce my beautiful panel, I want to take this opportunity to say fuck you to everybody who told me I was crazy for thinking this show was going to suck. I want to say fuck you to everybody who told me that this season was going to be a drastic improvement. I want to say fuck you to all the people who told me I was looking too far into the comments the showrunners and Pablo was saying going into
Fuck
the
'em.
season.
Mhm.
And I want to say a really big fuck you to everybody who said that
Fuck
the
'em.
last episode redeemed the show. Fuck
Yes!
you. Fuck your
Fuck
dog.
you!
Fuck your grandmother. Fuck your house. Fuck the land it's built on. But most importantly, fuck your stupid ass takes. Anyway, hope
I
everyone's
think he
doing
likes
well.
it.
That was the best acceptance speech I've ever heard.
I got this one comment on the on my review. It says, "So you didn't like it?" That's all it said. Anyway, Lady G, how you do? Actually, hold that thought.
Raider!
Raider! Lady again, Lady Grey Master, Sister Joseph, so much. Paint the town white. Oh, using your hole. Does anyone else have an erection?
your hole. Yeah, I love using your hole. I'm gonna use your little asshole in your mouth, because you know what it is. It's a free whole day.
Oh, yeah,
Fucking railed.
yeah. Oh,
Bitches getting railed.
fuck! Fuck!
Fuck!
Ah!
God, where are you going?
Ah!
Baby. Ah! Yeah, face fuck. I'm dropping low. Oh, yeah. Oh, up in your fucking mouth. Gonna paint his town red. Gonna paint his wife white.
I hate all of you so much, so much, deep in my soul.
Cortana's expression is just Lady G's.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
just
much,
like,
like,
gets more disappointed every time.
every time.
What's it called, Lady G?
What's what called?
A female cuck. Come on. You've learned this.
Shut.
You remember?
This.
Yep.
Are they not cock blocks? No.
No. Cock blockers. No, it's different.
Very different.
Very different. It's called a cuck queen. A female cuck.
Oh
is a cuck
yes,
queen.
I did. Okay.
Cuck
okay.
Queen.
Yeah.
Damn.
Cuck queen. But
Bro.
thank you very much, Raider.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that. Even if it's just for the trolls and the lols, still, thank you. That's fucking a lot of money. Thank you, sir. While we're at it, fucking D-Day Dywell says, forcing my
Aw.
democracy on these sex bots. Yeah, good.
Calm.
Anyway, Lady G, how you doing?
Poof, I'm here.
Poof,
Can
again. Well,
I
that's
say
right.
that?
It's a totally
They
different.
got rid of
context.
all them in the last episode.
we
No,
had
I was
replacements with
told-
this episode.
Oh God, did we ever like that? Oh, I am just phantasmagorical, you know. This episode was so utterly terrible.
Yes.
Just
Yes,
I-
it was shit.
I wonder sometimes if the writers just kind of like. Did you guys ever play that game where you have to pick a number like out of a hat to figure out what order you got to go in? Like, you think
Yeah.
that's what they're
Hmm.
doing with like plot points? It's just like reach into the hat, pull out an idea.
No,
and-
because you would randomly eventually come on a good storyline. This is deliberate. Yeah.
Very.
uh,
What about you, John? How you been?
Well, I've been, despite the show, been pretty good. You know, with this the absolute dog water of a fucking episode. This one, there, girl boss and a la max across the board. Even the 5 minutes, I was already on our Twitter group chat, freaking going off about it. I was trying to keep myself back from spoiling it for you guys because I wanted to get your genuine responses
Spoiling
to it
it?
too.
I wish you had fucking spoiled it. So I
I,
didn't
I
watch
look,
it.
How'd you
I look forward
spoil
to your
it?
genuine reactions to these
I don't
things.
want a
'cause it's
genuine
I
reaction.
have.
No.
I just
I
wanna-
watched-
But you know, on the bright side, we do have some good shows going on around this episode.
Do?
The what, Masters of the Air, Shogun,
What's that?
highly recommend.
The
Just
girls
go
on the
watch
bus.
something else other
The
than
girls
this,
on
guys.
the bus.
The girls on the bus.
That's going to be amazing.
It's the beat. Damsel
really
comes
looking.
out.
I'm
Guys,
genuinely looking forward to it.
Damsel
It's probably
comes
going to
out
be more
this week.
compelling than this show.
Damsel
Right.
comes out this week.
It's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, be great. Looking
It's
forward to
gonna
getting
be-
into this.
A phenomenal
boy.
train wreck.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Oh,
Speaking
can't
of
wait.
phenomenal, Disparu. You only just watched it like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, once I decided that I was definitely not going to review this series, I had no reason to watch it, so I ended up watching this while playing Helldivers. And like 40 minutes in, I still was like, this is so boring. What is happening? From the start, I have had this thing that any scene with Quan or anyone from the pirate planet should just be cut. And
Yes.
this entire episode just backed that up even more. Everything that I found interesting wasn't them, and everything they were in was boring as all hell.
Yeah, and they've added a particular thing to this episode that's never been introduced into the Halo franchise that just pisses me right the fuck off. There's a supernatural element they threw into this episode with the ghost of the friggin' priest from Sanctuary, you know, that one that got burnt by glassing?
Yeah.
What's that?
She's back and she's a ghost for some odd reason.
What
It
is
just-
with
Wait,
this
was that not
show?
just her supposed to be?
Because-
I thought she just lost her mind.
Star Wars. That's because they're the force ghosting stuff.
Yeah,
Now.
pretty much. They're force ghosting humans to be, about in relation to the planets. Apparently, like the planets are alive in some way. It's this
The
is so
hills are
far
alive.
away from the
The sound of
canon.
music.
This is straight out of the writers' room. This stuff, and it's absolute shit. But
Yeah.
What are you, Mike?
Loved it.
So I watched this show literally 20 minutes before this.
Good
well.
man.
I also I wasn't here last week. It was, I don't know, some family thing was going on. I don't fucking remember. Anyways, and here's the thing. If you're one of those people, and I'm sorry if you were, John, I'm sorry if this offends you, because I don't know. I don't remember what your opinion was, because I forget about the show every time I walk away from the stream. If you're one of these people that thought that one fucking action sequence was going to redeem the whole fucking show,
Fuck, no,
here's
I'm
the
far
thing.
from that.
It should not take you a season and a half to get one fucking good action sequence, and he still wasn't in his fucking armor.
Yep.
So fuck you and fuck this fucking show. That's my thing about last week. This week, listen, they're just consistently proving to you that they do not want you to finish. Okay?
Which
There's a
is
thing
rude.
like
Giggity?
there's edging, and then there's what they're doing, which is they're in the middle of it, and you think, hey, maybe they're going somewhere with this, and then they just get up and walk away, and they don't make you a sandwich. They just leave. They go to the grocery store. You don't know when they're
Your
coming back.
blues are as ball as the Paramount screen.
Yeah,
Sandwich first.
I don't.
Yeah.
Mike is
And not
using
only that, they
words
don't
that
come
I
back
don't
with
know
milk.
again.
they come back without milk.
What
There's no milk.
savages.
There's no cigarettes for post coital enjoyment, and there's nothing.
One
Milk
thing,
having ass.
What?
milk having ass.
Milk having asses. The show is so fucking bad, and I'm sad because of it. But I was actually very happy before this stream, and I'm always happy to see my fellow panelists. Always.
There's actually one thing to bring up here. There's no dumb mysticism in Halo. So my thing is, I could totally believe that on some planets there's some shaman shit. Okay.
Yes.
But this show
Oh, yeah.
is trying to tell me that it's every single fucking outer colony planet. It's every single fucking one.
Yeah.
That's my issue with it.
And the way they're treating it is like it's as old and as old as humanity itself, and it's connected to the ancient they've never mentioned Forerunner in this. It's ancient aliens. That's what at least that's how they reference them in this episode. They don't know that they're Forerunner, and it's
Fucking spastic.
yeah, that's it.
They don't
I
even
really,
know.
it's really getting me thinking that they're going like they're trying to make this bastardized Born Stellar story, except for one Geass for one individual. It's multiple Geasses, all for the same purpose of making them, the great, the peaks of their species. Oh, hey, Pinger.
Who thinks that Quan is the peak of our species?
After this
Yeah,
episode, she kind of is.
Oh,
Oh yeah, she
what a-
got tier, man.
What a sorry state of humanity.
I'm willing to bet she
So-
could take on the Didac by the next season.
I reckon she could take on fucking Rey from Star
Oh,
Wars.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd beat Roman Reigns, dude. This bitch is unbeatable.
Yeah, at least freaking Ray has the excuse of being like just the oblivious type, like, oh, I'm just a blank slate, Quan is totally like a total cunt.
She's Asian, so she's really smart. Yeah.
And can do kung fu.
They can do kung fu, and they're
Hallucinogenic
very smart when it comes to math.
mushrooms.
Yeah.
Hallucinogenic exploding mushrooms.
Okay, you're
Nuclear.
going somewhere with this. Yeah.
Like that could fuel all of their equipment, and she's out there getting high on them, and then left her friends to die. Like literally, she was
Okay,
the meme.
wait a
She was
minute.
the meme of I don't have to outrun the bear, I just have to
Yeah,
outrun
but
you.
That's
was
kind
Quan.
of based. Okay, that's actually
Yeah.
pretty based. Like if I'm getting chased by a bear and there's other people with me, those people are getting tripped. I don't give a fuck. Like I need to survive. It's like those baby. What are those? One little like those mammals that run around, and if like they're getting chased, they'll just throw their baby out of the pouch and run.
I think that's just Mozza.
Yeah, that's Mazza. Yeah, there's like these
Still
little
looks
mammals,
soft.
and then like if they're getting chased, they'll just take their baby and like whip it out the pouch, so the animal goes after that and run away. Listen, I can make
Have this,
more of
it's weak and
those.
tasty.
Yeah, I can make more of those. I can't make more of me.
Mrs.
There's
Simon,
only
you
one of
just
me.
Miss Martin
Aw.
Muses sends a rose. Thank you very much,
Aw.
Miss Martin
Hi,
Muses, and
sis.
congrats on hitting 1K.
Yes.
Way
Hell
overdue.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, congratulations.
Congrats, yeah.
Bravo.
Hell yeah.
All right, so the episode starts continuing from where the last episode ended. My initial thing with this is I do not buy how Chief is alive.
Yeah.
He has no armor and got hit with plasma. Now,
Yeah,
in the
he's
Halo universe,
dead.
plasma melts like a motherfucker.
Yep.
I believe, John, there's actually instances where someone would get hit with plasma and it will burn right, not to a Spartan, but it will burn like right through their armor.
Oh yeah.
And it would start burning into them. And because their armor was melted, it would like melt into their skin. So it's just this constant burn.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everything around that plasma is getting superheated. So that's basically, that the body just like collapses at the entire intensity of the heat. Oh yeah, absolutely. But that's a very realistic look into it. And if they're trying to go with live action, that would have be exactly what happened with Chief. But nope, he's got that plot armor even in his fucking veins, man.
His
Well,
lungs are
listen.
liquid. His lungs
Yeah.
are liquid.
Yep,
That-
superheated.
Yeah, mini suns, exactly. Yeah, I swear
Mhm.
that's word for word how they describe it.
Yep.
Because in the games, it's nerfed, obviously for the sake of gameplay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's
You're
like,
a
how
boiled
is he fucking alive? Sorry,
I don't know. Ask them. They're the ones that made the pilgrimage to 343.
Yeah.
pilgrimage to his dick.
Got plot water in his veins.
I wish.
Whoa.
I would have made their show better. Yeah.
How did they suddenly also every member of the Covenant now is just a terrible shot?
Here's the
Yeah.
thing. I think the writers' room just needs to get laid so they can make a good show. I think that they all have never been laid before in their lives. So
Well,
they're
that
taking it
face
out on
says a lot.
us. Yeah. Right there.
Says a
Yeah,
lot,
there
man.
is this-
Wouldn't mind.
She's
There's
looking at
this-
it like I've seen one before. Like at least
Thi- This moment, if I remember correctly, she's saying they're coming back. I started looking at this scene that she's looking at all the ships going. They're all going up. There's only one coming out from orbit, coming down into the atmosphere. Everyone else is leaving, but she's saying they're coming back. And it's,
Yeah.
who's she talking about?
you know who
She's
talking about.
crazy.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, look at that.
One
Those
ship
two are
coming back.
taking off, leaving. All these ones over here are fucking off. There's one coming down. She's like, they're
Who do you
all
think that
coming
is?
back to save
They're all
us.
coming.
Also, how stupid would that be? Their entire thing was, we will fight and die because every minute we buy will be people can get away. And now she's like, they're coming back. It's like, you made our lives die for nothing.
Yeah,
You're supposed
you-
to piss off.
Yeah.
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 It's if all those shuttles die, just get destroyed in the air, their efforts are all in vain.
Another thing is, I saw some people last week thinking that the Jacob Keys death was going to be a big fake out. I think he's dead. I think we can confirm he's dead.
Nope.
There's-
I think he's still alive.
No, he's dead.
I think
I don't know.
that-
They've got Force Ghosts in the show now, so who knows?
Yeah.
Might come
hope
out of
he's
nowhere.
dead. Yeah.
Go see Miranda, or
You gotta
something.
kill off all the blacks really early on. in
No,
the show.
see, I think
taking a bit too long.
I think that he's. I think right before everything went boom skadoom.
Is that the technical term?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is.
Is that
the
what they
technical
teach you in
term.
the army?
That definitely.
I don't know
feels
what they
like it.
teach in the army. I was never in the army.
It's the same
Uh,
thing.
It's not the fucking same thing.
It is.
Move so I can curb stomp you.
Yeah. Like an
no.
army member.
What are you going to do?
would,
Jump
yeah.
on a box first?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll just monologue you to death, and I'll tell you that I need you to.
Typical woman.
What did she say? I need you to be scared and sad right now because that's where I am, and I need you to be there with
Oh
me.
yeah, coming up. Yeah, what a
Um,
bitch.
So I'll just monologue you to death with feelings in hallways and
You
such.
can't threaten me with a good time.
That sounds like a good time to you.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get in the way of a bond between a mother and the child. Oh, so the
Yeah.
father, he didn't care about the kid at all then.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he killed those other people, you know.
Yeah.
Well, we're not
Oh, yeah.
there yet, but...
Oh yeah.
So this is the best part. The Jirohane looks fine. I got no issue with that. My problem is just the cop out they have with this. So they finally give us like a brute fight, and it's
Yeah.
over in about 2 seconds.
Right, I was
because
gonna say,
Quan,
Right.
because
It's-
Quan.
What did I say? They start giving you the handy, and then they walk out the door, and they go to the store, and you don't know where they've gone. You don't know when they're coming back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What?
They
Two
just leave
strokes
it
ain't a
for you.
handy. That's just the fucking tease.
Yeah.
And this part here, I'm a bit like, nah, you're dead.
Yes. Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
Especially considering there's a fucking hole in his
Chief-
chest.
Chief is dead like 70 times over. For real. Like, between
Show
last
fucking
episode
sucks.
and this episode,
Yeah.
you can't chalk this up to luck. You can't be like, I just know it's not going to be me. Like, nah, bruh. That's not how that works.
You can't
Listen.
give someone plot armor and then get away with it just because he knows he's got it. Like, that's not how it
Like,
works.
yeah.
It really doesn't.
He's lucky, guys. Okay.
What did you think of the Jill Hane, John? I thought it looked okay.
It looks nice, but it falls short. Like I would have loved to see a little more detail out of it, but you can see clearly like they trimmed on the level of detail they put on this guy because they knew it wasn't going to be on screen for that long.
That's
Did
the
you-
problem. Yeah.
What did you
Yeah,
guys
that's it.
think of when Soren is like, is that all you got? And then he busts through.
Oh,
The
I
jihad,
thought it was
like-
very typical Dave Chappelle.
Well, and then he's like,
Oh,
like,
that
I like
Dave.
Dave Chappelle.
I know I shouldn't have said it, but I did. No point in regretting it. Like, it's just like, what? I was like, no, you can't. They
It's
can't
not-
even let, like,
Wrong
these-
dialogue at the wrong place.
Yeah, these writers are so stupid. Like, you can't make a bad joke or say a cliche line and then mock it immediately
can.
after.
I mean,
and
I
it-
do. To
I mean,
be fair.
they just
Yeah, I was
did.
gonna
Yeah.
say,
Yeah,
That's
that's our
basically my
job.
channel.
Yeah. And they will. Yeah.
See, this is what I mean. The biggest cop out. They bring in a Jill Hane, and he just gets his fucking shit rocked, and you're like, okay, who could this be? Who could this be?
Yeah,
It's
if you
Guam.
notice how the rockets, when they hit him, they don't explode on
Explode.
impact like they do behind him. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of plot armor going on here. Even in the air, there's plot armor.
Yes.
Like, could we at least have done it cool? And I know he doesn't exist in this timeline, but this would have been a great Sergeant Johnson moment.
Yeah.
Yep. Can I also just say the maneuver that Soren's wife is about to pull off? There's maybe a dozen pilots in the world that could do it. So if you ever watch like rest, God, this is just insane.
It's like of all the chances that the one place she lands that goes down into
Yeah,
makes
on an
causes
entire
straight
planet.
fire on.
How did they get through the Covenant fleet?
That's yes, that was
That we haven't even
that's one
seen
of the
either.
biggest ones. Yeah, we've not seen that one. We barely see the glass. We see one beam when they glass reach. But this whole thing that she's about to pull off, where she swings the ship around,
Yeah.
drops the door, and then holds the ship there.
Yeah, she's a
Yes,
bad bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that
Yeah,
this
exactly.
is supposed to be like.
This is
in
what
the
Lady
future.
G's forgetting. She is a woman.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
She's a woman.
Yeah, that's
She's a
it.
bad
Like, that-
bitch. Yeah.
Oh, of course she can do it.
Yeah,
it's
it's-
typical
this-
Dave
Well,
Chappelle. And I was like,
you know the
"God
retort to
damn."
that, Lady G, the 26th century tech, like you were saying.
I know, but even then, like, she struggles, none, zero, zilch. Like, it's
Yeah, well, she's a woman.
perfect. It's
Yeah.
perfect, and she just sits there while getting shot at. Like, she doesn't have
She's
any
probably
type
in
of
the army.
survival. Like,
Yeah. She's probably
nothing
in the
takes
army.
over. She
knows what
doesn't
she's
panic.
doing.
She doesn't freak out.
I mean, the
Yeah.
best she's got is she's a pirate. I mean, well, she's the wife of a pirate.
Yeah, she's not
Right,
even a
she's
pirate
not even
herself.
the
Yeah, she's the
pirate.
wife
Like,
of a pirate. Yeah, that's pretty
this
based.
what she's doing right
Put some
now.
respect on her name.
Yeah, well, it's the writers' room don't see this.
Oh,
as,
here we
like,
go, here we
it's
go.
shown- Yeah, there we go. There's the moment. The great and mighty Quiet coming in.
I got this on 1.5 speed. Now I want you chat to try and picture this at just normal speed. This is Quan. She's going fucking Rambo on these motherfuckers.
Yeah, there's barely any recoil going on that gun.
But
She's
she's
a
never been
fucking
trained.
G.
All
It's
she's
the
doing is
future.
this-
Of course, there's no recoil, and she looks like she was in the army. She's
Like-
strong as shit.
In 2
Master Chief
seconds,
didn't even
Quan,
train her.
in 2
Yeah.
seconds, Quan did more than any Spartan we've seen in this season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
Fucking
Vatican.
woman strong, you know?
I said this last season, and I think he's reverted back to this. I always got the impression that he thinks he's playing specifically Christian Bale's Batman. And then like the first like 2 episodes or 3 episodes of this season, he didn't do it. but he's kind of reverted back to it, going, Vanek, Reznell. You know, he's gone back to that screechy grouch
Yeah.
that Christian
Yeah.
Bale does.
Stupid fucking face in the corner. He's
I
taking a
know.
nap like a bitch. Like a stupid bitch. With his stupid fucking
Her
face.
35
35 years
She-
without a foot
I'm
job.
so glad I've seen his
Yeah.
face.
She looks so.
Gay.
She better not be. We've seen what they do to them in this series.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paramount's
No,
got a
well,
thing for killing
she is a
gay
woman.
people.
They
Oh.
do
Pretty
ch-
based, actually. Yeah.
We'll get to it later, but she is a woman. That makes a difference in this show.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Apparently, in the 26th century, cock is irrelevant.
Yeah. Who needs dick? We can make test tube babies. Yeah.
So she goes on some suicide mission to try to get back Vanek's body, and I've seen a few people defend this, saying like, "Oh, it's a Spartan thing to do to get the body." I could not disagree with that more, and me and John were talking about it backstage. In the Fall of Reach, Master Chief, at the age of 14 or 15, was fully prepared, well, he had no choice, to sacrifice his best friend Samuel, and they never got his body.
Yeah, they left the body. Well, they did have their farewells and goodbyes. There was a moment for them to, say goodbye to Samuel. But yeah, they left the body there. They knew they wasn't coming back. You're not gonna find that ash after an explosion like that.
No.
And
The
I
thing is,
believe
though-
it was...
My whole point is the only reason you would go back to retrieve the body is so that they couldn't essentially reverse engineer it and figure out Spartan's weakness and then take out their most effective. Well,
Well, their
obviously
weakness is
not
shooting
that
them in the
effective.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take them out of their fucking armor.
I
It's
don't know,
really
cheap.
easy.
Pretty
By
much.
the plasma blast to the chest.
And the
Yeah,
thing
like-
is, you could have
Listen,
loads of arguments
Lady
about, well, it's
G-
tradition that they do this and stuff, but that is all countered by the fact that she gets shot in the spine.
Yeah.
So it was provably
Lady
a bad
G.
idea.
He can. He is lucky. Okay, he can predict coin flips. He's so fucking good at it. That's why he can survive that stuff.
That's why they're after him.
Yeah,
That-
they're like if that
they
guy
want
can
him
predict
to-
coin flips.
They want to take him to a casino.
Yeah.
Even the argument of camaraderie, wanting to take your partner, your teammate with you, that would have started when, at the end of the last episode or at the
Yep.
beginning of this, they would have brought the body with them,
they-
slowly
yeah.
going on their way to the edge where they're at. For this to happen all last minute, it's a spontaneous decision made by
She
her,
just
and
wants
it's
the body
utterly
warm.
retarded.
For one.
This
last-
scene of her
God,
running...
man.
God, Mike.
This
I
scene
didn't
of
say
her-
it. She did.
This scene of her running would actually have looked really cool if she was in her armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
would have
think
worked.
So
Of
many
all of
things
them?
would look so fucking cool in their armor.
Of
If-
all of them, I like her armor the most, actually.
Yeah.
It's really good. I like the red visor.
She's got
Yeah.
the, yeah, she's got the cool
Yeah, and if
sniper
Vanek was in
armor.
his armor, it would have made sense for her to go back and try to and bring him back. Absolutely. Like,
yeah, because
like
she's
she,
like,
like
fuck, that
Lady
armor
G
is
said.
expensive.
Or-
You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and
that
and
too.
to reverse engineer that technology, for them to reverse engineer it and be capable of making their plasma weapons or their electromagnetic weapons counter the Spartan energy generator, whatever they call it.
I was
Forget.
thinking more like saving money, but yeah, that's who.
Basically,
It
shut
is
them
money.
down.
Yeah.
Oh, counter
And I
engineer.
believe, was his name James? A Spartan that got sucked into space during the Fall of
Joshua.
Reach?
Joshua
and,
was the one in orbit with Blue Team at the Fall of Reach. Yeah,
and he got sucked into space. And they're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
we're
it
gonna
could be
go get
James.
his.
He
I
was
might-
one of the lucky ones.
James or Joshua. Yeah,
Can we go get his body? They're like, nah.
no.
So he's still alive, just floating in space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go get him? Nah.
Nah.
Or he crisped up in the stratosphere.
But yeah, so she decides to go fucking do this shit, and it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But look! I'm telling you, it's Christian Bale Batman.
Yeah.
Alfred.
Yeah, it is.
Where's the detonator?
Where is she?
Alfred,
Never
help.
give it to an ordinary citizen.
Quan, don't worry.
Okay,
mate.
this
got
this
one.
also pissed me off. This is how people die from friendly fire. If she is up and running and
That
you can't
Hell
see
rules
her.
do not apply to the mighty Quan.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Quan
played
does not
Helldivers, I
commit
can see
friendly
it.
fire.
Literally, Quan has no idea what she's doing. She's not even holding.
She
the
just
weapon.
wiped out.
Quan-
Like, oh, she's pretty fucking good.
She's fighting
Yeah.
like a marine. Okay.
That's
Quan
not.
can smell him.
She's
That's
the best
pretty much
fucking
how
one.
marines fight.
Is it-
Okay.
What about that
Okay,
time a
cool.
few episodes ago when she wiped out the whole pirate crew by
See what I'm
stabbing them
saying?
all?
I also had a problem with that. You guys
That's very.
told me-
That's very.
You know, I'm
Marine.
trying to say that she's a psychopath. That this bitch is fucking Michael Myers.
Yeah, that's.
She's on a
pretty
whole
Marine of
other
her.
level. She's on a
Okay.
whole other fucking level.
Listen, Lady G, I know you didn't serve, okay?
Yeah.
But I'm
At least
gonna
not in the
explain
army
this-
where it matters.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
in the not in the army. That's what I was gonna get into. Yeah.
Yeah,
But in the army, you know,
Mm.
you know, come on.
yeah. I'm in the
Okay.
Lord's
You know.
army, so what you got to say now?
I've already said what I need to say. I think we
Yeah.
all know what has been said, and I think we all know I'm right. So
Nothing has been said. You
Yeah.
said nothing.
All it is just fucking.
He looks so
scraping.
constipated, right?
he's getting railed in the butt, and he's happy about it.
Yeah, it's
He's like,
That's a-
finally,
Three whole day.
yeah. It's mental. It's a mental fucking, but he's still happy about it.
Oh.
He's like, I've been trying to get some for so long. I'll just take whatever I can get, even abuse.
What,
at this
wait,
point."
wait.
What
you-
This is why he
35
leaves
years
the
without a
armor off,
foot-
so he's
what
always
35
ready.
years without a foot job
Foot
does to
job.
a man.
Wait, I want to see Riz get shot.
That's really rude. She's a Marine.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no wound. Like, did you notice she was laying there? There's no wound.
There's no blood
There's
in
nothing.
any
Yeah.
of this.
It's
Zero.
because of its future
Other than
space
grime.
weapons.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
plasma, what did they say? Cauterizes the wounds just like the lightsaber.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
yeah, sure.
one.
That-
There's one beam. That's it. That's all you get to see of the glassing of Reach.
yeah, it's pretty base.
You see a little bit more. So here's the best thing about this episode.
Yes.
This whole season was promoted as the Fall of Reach. It happened
Yes.
off screen.
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah.
thing happened off screen.
and
It's a
in
bit
one
expensive.
fucking episode. Yeah.
Yep. Episode 4 gave us the initial attack, and then we started seeing the full front of it. Boom, 2 days later.
And then
Yeah,
they even
yeah.
cut to him going, I need to go back. And they're just like, no, you don't. And that was the only line that you get
Yeah,
referenced.
sorry, man. It's gone, bro. You fucked
So
up.
this is from season 1. Oh, I jumped way far ahead.
Whoa.
Oops.
Getting a little excited there.
And there we
What
go,
you
the
prepared to do
flashbacks.
for me.
I love how that woman's trying to appear intimidating. but
Okay,
just
so this
fails.
is it. This is all you see of Reach. This is the Fall of Reach right here.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, it's pretty base.
Wow, I didn't take a good look at this. You don't see any fleets around
Yeah.
orbit.
No.
No,
It,
no
it almost
calming
looks
of the
like it was
lands.
just- It almost looks like it was one ship.
Yeah.
One ship took out Reach in the
Yeah.
Halo show.
That's all it takes. on.
One ship took out Reach. One Covenant
Yes.
vessel.
Yeah.
They
Why
really
is she,
hate
like,
humans in
crying?
this show.
Have you learned your lesson now?
Hey, look, at
But
this point,
she's
I'm with him.
she's actually, she actually cares. And
I don't
and-
like
and
her
she's
long
like-
fucking
She's
hair.
like the Mike Tyson joke. Like, Mike Tyson, why are you crying? Because I know how badly I'm about to hurt you.
Yeah.
That's pretty much her.
Yeah, that's
no,
true.
this is so what's going to happen with Mackie and with Kai is, well, I had to do it because I needed to save you. I love you, Chief. Like,
yeah,
I
but
love
she was hotter with the
Spartans.
shorter hair, and
She
that
betrayed
kind of
him.
bothers me.
that,
All
that-
right, John.
what about these women or these characters screams rational to you?
They're
John,
nothing, they're women.
This is,
so.
this is
I don't
the
know.
part,
I don't
John.
understand. You guys are attracted to these teenage boy-looking girls.
Well, she's
I watch a lot
hotter
of,
with the
I watch
shorter
a
hair,
lot of Hollywood
okay?
movies.
I'm a tomboy.
Yeah.
John,
what are
this
you
is-
doing,
this is-
John?
this is our- this
You're
is our-
offending Lady G, John.
This is our arbiter.
Yes, this is Arbiter.
You've attacked the demigod, John.
Generic trash.
That's okay. I can just
That's
go
all
get
it
Hubby.
is, man. It's like
He
that's
is
true.
generic trash. Yeah. There's
Whoa.
nothing of value from
Arbiter.
him.
I don't know. He looks pretty cool to me.
I thought this show
I don't
sucked,
even know
Mike.
his,
It does.
I don't even know his
suck.
name. There's no
He-
reason for him to be an arbiter. I don't know why he became an arbiter.
You know
An
why,
arbiter's supposed to
Lethal.
be a position of shame, at least
know why,
at this
Lethal?
point in time. But he talks about wanting to regain his honor, but we don't know what he did to lose it in the first place.
And it'd be
Reddit,
really
he's
easy for them to
somewhere-
do
as
it
well.
too. All they'd
They
have to
read
do
it
is say he was in
somewhere.
charge of taking back
No.
the keystones from the humans.
They
and
read
he
it
failed to do
somewhere
that.
and they decided it was a cool sounding word and they put it in the fucking show. That's literally
it's-
all they've done.
That's-
That's all
It's
they
coming
did.
up later. It's coming up later. She even does the dramatic pause. The arbiter. But for someone like Disparate, you probably have no idea what the fuck the arbiter is.
No, you've mentioned it for 2 series now. I think I did see one clip from season 1 where it mentioned. I can't remember what that was. Was it like he had to fight until he died or something? I did see a clip of the game.
Oh, that was
Hey.
Atriox.
You're a stupid
Atriox
asshole.
wasn't an
Go
option.
out there and do something useful
Okay.
with your life. And if you do, then keep doing it until you die. That's the Arbiter.
But the point of him is like he says that he has to kill the demon Master
Yeah.
Chief in order to regain his honor. But in the previous episode, he had the chance. He was standing over him.
Yeah, but Mackie stop. He
Get the
talks.
fucking words.
He yells at her for. He's like, the chosen one keeps getting in my way. You keep protecting him, and she's like, "There's a time and a place on the great journey. Like it's not his time yet."
Yeah,
The
that's
Arbiter
one of my
answers to
day.
no one but the High Prophets. Why is
Exactly.
she fucking talking to Mackie
But-
as if she's an equal or superior?
Because she is!
And how the fuck does
Yeah.
she manage to talk an Arbiter into betraying the prophets?
Yeah, of all fucking people.
Yeah.
It'd be
You
one thing
know
to
why.
betray a High Commander, but the
Because
High
she's
Prophets,
Maquis.
truth, mercy, and regret?
She probably offered him sex.
Did you guys not pay attention at this scene? Like she literally.
No!
I was desperately hoping not.
No,
Yeah.
I paid attention. It's just
You know we're not
really
paying attention
stupid.
to this show.
No. She tells him, she flat out tells him that, and it's not working. Cortana definitely comes in and girl boss saves Mackie.
What's
Well,
the
that's-
sisterhood?
Yeah.
Sisterhood
Yeah.
of the traveling,
important.
get into Chief's pants, apparently.
Yeah, it's pretty
Wow.
based. Yeah.
But
You
This
can have
is-
sex
is
with this
muffled.
guy, it'll make everything better.
right?
Yeah, that's
No,
that's
but-
pretty based.
But so you have Mackie who's like, they fear you, they're terrified of you. The demon's death is to be my redemption. She's like trying to do all of these avenues that she thinks gonna work, and Cortana can hear that it's not working. So she shows the memory that she refused to show to Mackie because it wasn't her memory to see or Cortana's memory to share. But now suddenly, to save the woman who I don't even know, they're nothing to each other. And jealousy
It's-
scene.
You know
Oh
what I
my
thought throughout this
God.
entire clip? It was literally all of this would have been really nice to put in the series. It's like because she
Yeah,
was
yeah,
with
they-
the prophets before. Like
Yep.
they were on her side, and somehow they've turned against her. She's turned him against her. Now she's leading him, but we don't know why.
Yeah.
This is like a non-union Portuguese-made equivalent of Halo 2's plot. They just took the fucking one note about it and just turned it into this. Because like, look at this. Don't preach at me, human. So he's still saying you're just a human. I don't fucking consider us equal, and yet she can still talk down to him
Yeah,
Mhm.
her
and
hair
then
looks
stop
fucking
him from
stupid.
killing Master Chief.
And they fucked up her hair.
I think they were going for edgy.
Yeah.
They
I
jacked
remind
up
that
a lot.
you live only by my grace. So he's basically death threatening her. I can kill you at
Yeah.
any time. So why did you let her stop you from killing Master Chief then?
Because it was
Especially if that's
different
supposed
last
to be-
episode. It was
If it-
different last episode. Lethal. It was totally different.
You know
The
what it
plot
probably
called for it.
was? He
The-
probably got a foot job and realized how disappointing it was.
Oh my god.
And he's like, you know what? I'm done with this.
The issue is like you mentioned. Well, they're getting it for this from the games and this from the games, but I don't know the games. Nor will a lot of the 5 people that watch this show.
Yeah.
And so you still have to put it in the TV show.
There are 5
Even if you
old people that
reference
watch
something from a
this.
game, you
That's-
can't just.
That's the
Have
bigger
it.
problem. You got people like that don't know the games that have no idea, and then you got people like me and John that live and breathe it and go, I don't fucking know what's going on.
Yeah,
If you confuse everyone, then there's no need to adhere to plot.
we know a lot. We
Everybody's
tried.
confused. You can do whatever you want.
We know a lot. We tried, but the writers' room made decisions that have gone so far into the deep end. It's unrecognizable at this point.
Here's the thing. Do you guys remember they said, "Oh, this season is going to be character driven." So character driven to these people means soap opera,
But
care
that's
about
what season 1 was.
And it's poor soap
Yeah.
opera. These writers don't even know how humans human. That's,
They didn't
I-
know it first
to be
season,
fair, that's
John!
what the was.
Well, I wasn't here reviewing on the panel of last season. Now I
But
am.
you watched
Okay.
it. You watched it.
Yeah, of course I
You
watched
watched
it.
it without even reviewing it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
even weirder.
I come here every week, miserable and angry.
It doesn't
You
matter
watched the
how
whole
much
season.
they butcher this show, how many writers they fucking bring to destroy this show. It's
What
not
they
gonna.
do to the
It's
right?
not gonna diminish my love for the franchise.
It
Absolutely.
should.
it shouldn't. It's not canon. So
It should.
Mike won't be
No,
happy
the
until
fact
every
it's
last
not
Halo
canon.
fan is.
The fact that
They
it's not canon
they
really does
shit
go
on the
far.
Oh
show.
yeah, but and that's the excuse that a lot of the reviewers have been getting, have been using to give praise to this show and to give credit
They
to this show for
pooped
stuff.
on the
But
legacy
even
of
with that-
And now,
Kings.
But even with that, it's like, okay, it's one thing for it to not be canon, so I don't
Yeah.
have to put it in the actual canon, but this show doesn't even make sense within itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I would obviously prefer that whatever the games were,
I'm
they
calling
followed
this a good
that.
Halo show.
That
Yeah,
to
they
me is
should've.
my
Yes.
point for everything. But I don't know any of that, so I can't judge it off that basis. It's still a terrible show. I spend most of my time confused or bored.
It is incredibly awful. Like,
You should have
we
broke
talked
her
about
arm there.
John
Growing
mentioned
her
this.
hair out.
John mentioned this last week, and we talked about it backstage too. But they are using poor editing and
Yeah.
gaps of time to cover massive plot holes up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And it's just it's starting to sink in on itself.
They're covering
Because-
their holes. Yeah.
This
Bingo.
episode, I think for me, this was the one. I mean, it's all been shit, but this was the one that really stood out to go dumbstruck. It's the only word I can come up with. Every decision they make in this episode just boggled my mind. I don't get where they're going. I don't get where they're coming from. I don't understand any of it. None of this makes any sense.
And
And to
what did they
me,
do
this part here
before?
might be the most egregious. Maybe
Yeah.
that's because I'm an Arbiter fanboy, but still, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, to have an Arbiter turn against the Prophets, why did you bother becoming an Arbiter then?
I will repeat,
And
because
the whole
plot
point
called for it.
of the whole point of this, well, around this time, 2552, there is no Arbiter. Felfadam leads the fleet against Reach, destroys Reach, glasses it, chases the Pillar of Autumn to the Halo Ring, discovers the Halo Ring. The first game plays out. The
Mhm.
ring gets destroyed. The Covenant says, "Oh well, you're a fucking heretic because you let the ring get destroyed," and that's how he becomes the Arbiter.
Yep.
So how can this dude already be the Arbiter before the fall of Reach?
Because
They
The
didn't
Halo
explain any. They didn't explain
They
any of
haven't
that.
even found they haven't even been to the Halo Ring yet to destroy it. Like, the Halo Ring's still intact.
well,
They don't even know. They don't even know what the Halo Ring does yet.
No,
Nope.
I genuinely have no idea.
Not a clue.
To me, it's just a circle in space that has some trees on. I don't know why I should care.
Yeah.
here's the thing too, and this is actually a rumor. I was reading about this just recently. There's a rumor that they won't ever even have the flood in the show.
Yeah, they'll get cancelled before that.
Like, there's a rumor that the show they will not introduce the flood to the show because it doesn't make sense and it would be confusing to the audience to add them in. So there's really no reason for the Halo rings to exist unless they completely change the purpose of them, which I bet you they will.
Look,
They're
I was
gonna make
annoyed
the
when
rings
Kill
the
Bill
shield
didn't
wall.
kill
Lethal,
Bill.
you need
Bullshit.
to
You need to show
Lethal,
me
you need to
Halo.
power stomp Mazza right now. Look at your chat.
Oh, was this episode 5?
This is episode
Yeah.
5. Yeah, he's in
It was.
copium.
Oh yeah, he's
Friend
always
freak
about
out.
them
But
episode
what did
fives.
they do before this? They gave you a super action-packed episode. They gave you all this crazy shit, so
Super
people would be like,
action-packed?
"Oh my god, look at how cool it is!" You know how many people reviewed the last episode and said it was amazing? They said
Yeah.
this show was everything that they ever wanted it to be. They said that it put Halo back on the map. All of this shit, all of this
Morals.
fake-ass shill shit, because they have to keep telling you how good the show is, so you come back every week to watch it. And then they did this episode.
It's
This is
the
what they
same
follow
shit.
it up with.
It's the same shit as CGI Luke Skywalker walking into a room. You go, that's all it fucking took. That's it.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised that last week's was a fucking mind-blowing episode to get everyone back. But this episode, almost knocked my coffee over. Immediately following the last episode, this just pissed on everything that the shit that people liked about
Yeah.
last week. This episode throws it in the bin.
Yep.
Yes.
Glasses
So
it all into the
It
bin.
glasses it. Well, you don't even see it getting glassed. They just tell you it's glassed.
Yeah, it gets glassed off screen.
Well, what did I tell you guys? They every week have to figure out a new way to make the show worse. So they actually gave it a bump upwards. They're like, if we set this up a little bit and make it look kind of cool, we can cuck everyone the next episode. That's what they did. They're figuring out new ways to make the show worse.
You talked about how they're not even going to have the flood. They haven't even had hunters yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, not
had
a
the
single let go
worms.
though.
They haven't had anything to do with Halo yet. Like I'm still
Yeah.
waiting. I'm
This is
still
the thing.
waiting.
Well, they do
I'm
have
still
sex in one
bitter
of the
that
sacred
no one
rings.
killed Bill in Kill Bill, so you have to show me a Halo at
They
some
did
point
kill Bill
in the Halo
in-
Yeah,
show.
Bill dies
In
at the end
part
of
two.
Kill Bill.
And
In the
Volume
Part
second
two.
one.
In the
Yes.
second one.
Yeah,
That's
but
right,
the
it's
part
So we had an
one,
entire
it's like-
film called Kill Bill where no one killed Bill.
So you
Yeah,
would
It's a
prefer
Quentin
it called
Tarantino
Going
movie.
to Kill
It's
Bill?
inherently shit.
No!
I agree.
Kill Bill's good!
No, I
I
agree.
love Kill
That is
Bill.
base.
I love Kill Bill. It's
Oh,
so
look
much
at me.
fun.
I'm going to
Kill
take
Bill.
an old movie, put women in it, take it from a Western setting, and set it in Japan. They call me Quentin Tarantino.
Yes!
I am such a wannabe fucking Martin Scorsese. I jack off the fucking Goodfellas every fucking night, and I came up with Pulp Fiction. Quentin Tarantino
I do
sucks.
like Pulp Fiction.
He made-
I really
he-
wanna like.
Tell
He
me
made
how you
Django
really
Unchained.
feel.
Hey, if you make Reservoir Dogs like he did, you can go suck on Hollywood toes all you want.
He made Django Unchained! It was a slave! He shot people! It was
Like
pretty
those two
good.
things go
Listen,
side
you're
by side.
Australian. I know you don't get it, but over here, it's kind of
Hey,
cool.
there's one thing we all want to do, and that's fucking suck on Selena Hayek's toes. So I think we can all relate to it.
Imagine, listen, a Kill Bill, like Django Unchained is like the equivalent of if you made a movie where Mazza like killed a bunch of people that made fun of him. You're like, oh, this is kind of cool to
They
watch
never
Mazza get
stop.
revenge on everybody. Yeah,
It'd be like the never-ending story.
yeah, and
Just
at the
on
very end of the
sanitary.
movie, it's just me and him in like a plantation together. Like it would be really, it's a great way to make the movie.
You know
Like,
what?
that's-
You sold me on Plantation.
I got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
Oh, got him on the hook.
She needs to cut her fucking hair again.
I can't
It
even
is
remember
weird.
it.
She either needs to, or she needs to grow it out. It's in that weird in between Shaggy stage where like you could wake up and be like, "Did I sleep with a dude last night?" You know,
It's fuckboy hair.
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
fucking gender swapped Draco Malfoy. Like
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
she probably thought this was the fucking Warner Brothers Harry Potter show they're doing. So
Gone
she
for the
rocked
Harry
up.
Potter audience.
yeah. They're like, "We got another show you're on." She's like, "What is it?" And then she found out it was Halo, but they didn't tell her. Yeah, this whole
She's like,
episode.
oh, J.K. Rowling's in charge. Oh, well, you know, there's gender swaps then, man. So she just rocked up,
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
and now she's sad. Like, why is she sad when she just destroyed a whole fucking planet?
Because she ain't getting cheap dick. That's what she is.
I'm telling you right
She's-
now, when she and Chief have a
Look,
conversation
She's
in a
just trying.
hallway.
What if he wakes
and
up and
there's
she was just
tears.
riding him? That's what it was all about.
Oh my
I
god.
think
That's what
she's
they're trying
gonna.
to imply
Yeah,
there.
they never move past that scene. They're still going.
They're
This is all in her
so
head.
God. No, I'm telling you right now, when they have their feelings in hallways or feelings in a prison cell or wherever they're gonna have their feelings induced conversation,
In bed, you know what it
and
is.
he's like he was
Ultimately.
like, you destroyed Reach, and she's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be like, I did it for you. She's like, I couldn't let them kill you,
You
so I
needed to
let
go
them
have a
take
holiday.
Reach.
Now penetrate my sacred rings.
It's a
The
three-hole
great journey
day.
is upon you. And he's like,
Light him up.
paint this town red.
That's,
my
that's, all,
God.
that's the
He's
only
dead.
injury he gets.
Treat
That's
me
it.
like a Helldiver's
He's
nest.
dead. He
There should
is
be a hole in his chest.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, where he got shot and where they now have the wound is not accurate. But
Yeah. Opposing positions. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
The-
man, I'm so happy right now.
no. But hang on. If you go back and you
I'm
look
so fucking
right
happy
there
right
where he
now.
like ripped everything out and he sat up. If you look at that wound, the way they have it stitched, you can say what you want about, future tech and everything like that. He just tore his entire insides right there.
His entire what?
Speaking of tearing insides,
Oh no!
Yeah, if
I'm so happy right now.
In your mouth. You know what it is. It's a free whole day. Baby.
I was so
Everything.
happy.
This is
Every
why Lady
part
G
always
is a
gets
camera, so we can see a horrified expression.
No.
The part that always gets me is when it goes to her face and then you just hear face fucked.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Oh man.
Thank you, Raider.
Thank you again, Raider. I think that might be the best timed one yet. That was fucking perfect.
oh.
Seriously though, dude, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Fucking humbled. Thank you so much.
Dropped that shit in there and just walked away. Yeah,
Oh.
you love it, Lady G.
I do not actually.
What?
I do not. I don't at all. Not even a little bit.
It'll grow on you.
No, it will
Hey,
not.
yeah,
Absolutely not.
It'll grow on you, trust me.
No, it won't, John. No.
There's still a few more episodes left in the tank.
Listen.
Yes.
I have a fantastic husband
Yeah,
who is wonderful and I love very much.
yeah.
That's
And
got
next
nothing to
time-
do with this.
Next
Yeah,
time,
there you go.
I don't see the relevance.
No.
I'm just gonna make him come sit through that trash.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there you go.
And
You
you
know
know,
what?
no,
He'll laugh at it.
yes, and you know full well at some point he will say those words if you do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He will find
that's the
it
thing.
funny.
If you show him that, you run the risk of him saying it.
Yes.
In bed.
Yes. Somebody's
Yeah.
going to be in the doghouse that night.
He'd
That's
be like,
for
take
sure.
the town red.
Take the town, Rick! Take the town, boy!
3-hole baby. Oh,
He would say
Yes, he would.
open your mouth.
And the thing is, he may not even mean to, but
Yeah.
it'll be on his mind, and he'll be
Yeah.
like, I can't say it, and it'll say it anyway. He's like, oh
Lady
no.
G, men don't take sex seriously at all. We
It's
take,
like, you know, when
we take your feelings seriously, but it's like we're like a kid in a candy shop, and we're just like, man, I could say something wrong right now. I'm just gonna.
But it would be
control
funny.
myself. But it would be pretty funny if I just said it.
It's like when you try so hard not to do something that you just
Yes.
do it without even realizing, like, don't blink, don't blink, don't blink, and you're just sitting there going like that.
Yeah,
and
are
you're
you
like,
okay? He's like, paint this town red. Paint it red.
Listen,
Oh,
I am
man.
like, first of all, as
Yes.
there is absolutely no he
He
wouldn't.
would. We know men better than you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if he tried, I have ways to successfully shut him up. Like even if he started.
That's fine, but he still might.
He's
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
he did.
he'd just
I-
say
This
it
is like-
later.
Listen, this is similar to like when Disbrew and I were talking about on our insanely long live stream. We were talking about like strategies and playing like boys v girls and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm
the
sorry. Use the one advantage you have, like not with someone you barely know, obviously, but like
Boobs.
with hubby. Yeah, I'm gonna
No,
flash
that
this
would
shit.
literally what she said, yeah.
That's literally what I said. I said I'm gonna flash my husband, and then
I thought you
Disbrew's
were
like
just gonna like shove a boob in his mouth.
that
'cause I was
that
like,
would
that's a good way
work.
to do
And
it.
I was like, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And the thing is, I could do it multiple times. It would continue to work.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but
Yeah.
now what you're doing there is you're training somebody that's what he gets every time he says it. So he'd say it even more.
Can we appreciate this face?
No.
Bro.
The like the peeking face.
I mean, he always looks
You know,
the
you know
same.
what I thought of when I saw this scene? Who here has seen
no.
Neo Genesis Evangelion?
No.
Oh.
Sorry, mate.
Who remembers the part where Shenji goes to visit Asuka in a hospital and she's
Hospital.
unconscious? That's what this
Oh.
fucking reminded me of. Look, play it again. If you know, you know.
He has
She's-
tore everything. Like he's dead again. He's internally bleeding right now.
He's a Spartan.
I mean, we can hope.
Yeah, they've got that. He's a Spartan.
Yeah, he's a Spartan.
He
He's got Spartan.
Also,
whiz.
the mask that they have shoved on her snout.
It's
Calling
not
it a
doing.
snout.
It's so dumb. It's just a fucking hose.
It looks like they took a 2-liter bottle, cut the top off, stuck string through the sides, and then put a hose through the top and called it good.
Yeah,
Oh man,
it's pretty good. I'd say that's a pretty good hole. Yeah. Paint this
It's
town
fucking-
red. It's so good.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Anyway, yeah, sorry. Now, I was waiting for this to come up. Yes, this is true. The Halo composer, Marty O'Donnell from the Bungie games, he's running for Congress, and he did this interview where he was full on Trump supporting.
Dude,
That's
yeah, he's
amazing.
a MAGA man. What the fuck? That blew my mind.
Yeah, because
He
he
like
made a
make-
fucking
he-
video
he-
game and he's
he
smart
literally-
as shit.
He literally said in the interview, he was like, "We had a secure border, we didn't have inflation, I could afford shit, and I didn't have to worry. Like, I want that back, but I'll work with whoever is in the White House."
If Trump can get with Marty and try to get
Do
the rights
speeches
to the
with his
music.
music.
Oh,
Ah,
fucking
yes.
rights, man. Some
Yes.
of this work would be so epic during a Trump rally speech. That would be amazing.
Holy fuck, could you imagine?
Oh, that would be
Trump
amazing.
comes
It
out
would
playing
be-
the Halo theme.
It'd be
Well, he's
good.
already won the blacks over because of the shoes. Now he's going to
Yeah.
win over the fucking game. This man's unstoppable.
Oh, frick
Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking
Steve
genius,
Vai
bro.
playing in the background, man. Oh, dude. Chef's kiss, kind of an introduction. That's for
Mhm.
sure.
Trump just needs a Sergeant Johnson, and then he wins everybody
Yeah.
across
Pretty
the
sure that's
world.
what he calls his penis.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
getting.
that was the thing. I don't know who he is, so I was just. You talking about his Johnson.
Yeah.
No! No!
I mean,
He needs
man,
a big
It's
strong
literally
Johnson
called
at
a
his
Johnson.
side.
Why do you guys all
Yes, Lady G.
It is called a Johnson.
You know why we go there, Lady G?
Because you're damaged.
Yes.
You've been hanging around with these guys long enough, lady.
Oh.
I'm surprised you're as
should
pure
know
as you are.
My hubby
Oh,
did a
come
very
on, you
good
can't
job.
tell
of
me this
She was a
isn't the
Marine.
fucking- You can't tell me this isn't the hospital scene from Neon Genesis Evangelion if Halsey didn't rock
Yeah.
up. Those of you who don't know, later, just go on YouTube and type in Neon Genesis Evangelion hospital scene.
Can we get to the part where Halsey like strokes his face?
Whoa.
I think
Because
that's
that was
coming right up.
awkward.
Spoiler alert.
That was so
Yeah.
awkward.
This whole scene is
Bleh.
freaking weird, and
Yes, it is.
I don't know, it seems
Uncomfortable.
kind of cool to
Like-
me.
the only thing I understood of the whole situation of the Babel was Halsey playing cunt again, as in like playing not answering any questions, only getting the answers that she wants, and telling them off and shit. Yeah,
Well, it's a lot
another-
easier to pretend you're smart than it is to actually write somebody being smart.
Very true. Very true. But yeah, that's it. She just comes off as this like cunty girl boss.
Of all of them, I think she might be the most accurate
Yeah.
because she is.
Yeah,
a
that
cunt.
is true. Yeah.
Yes, but I think
Halsey is
I
the
think that's
fucking
more-
worst.
more credit to this actress than the writers. by
Yeah,
a
she
long
plays it
shot.
well. She does play it well. Of
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
I don't care about anyone.
Yeah, this very much.
Like
The
you could
fact that
picture her.
You know, she did an interview. You know, she's played the games and she's read like 6 books.
I believe that. I
Yeah.
believe that,
Yeah.
And so she was like, you have to. She was like, you really have to pay attention to Halsey because she's very good at making it look like she is actually feeling these emotions, but when it's no longer useful to her, she doesn't even bother. Like that was almost verbatim what she said in the interview.
You could picture her like just looking at the actress. You could picture her like in an Oni interrogation room,
Hmm
and her just giving them nothing.
Yep.
She
Yeah.
looks the
Yeah.
part. She plays the part well. She's probably the only fucking redeeming thing about this. You take her
Yeah.
and put her in a good Halo show. I'm fine with her being Halsey.
Yeah,
And she can get it.
That's
so,
what I'm saying. Like the fact that she's so close to the actual character, that comes down to this actress and definitely not the writers.
And
Oh,
she
yeah,
can
that's-
get
Has
it.
anyone
Yeah, I would
seen
give
her
it
in
to
anything else?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go look it
Jeez.
up right now. Let's see here.
Fuck, he does always look constipated, doesn't he?
Yeah, doesn't he?
Yep. Well, this is why he couldn't have a helmet on, because you have to watch the range of expressions on his face.
He had more emotion when the fucking helmet was on.
Oh.
Yeah, at least you could project your emotions on him.
Yeah, so
Oh shit, she's
I
been
kind of felt like this scene was just like this is the longest episode, but there's like quite a bit. We go, why is this even in here? And we
There's
just take
so
it
much.
out.
This right here, all this like self-doubt, reevaluation, soul searching of Chief is such bullshit. I hate it.
It to me it looks like they're trying to get to the emotional state of Halo 4 or 5 John and bringing it all the way to Halo, like this pre-Halo timeline, and it does not work
doesn't
because
work,
they've rushed it. They rushed it. They pushed it all through, and they're trying to make it as if he has this attachment to Cortana. If you listen later in the scene, he says, "If I had my armor, if I had her," obviously referring to Cortana.
Yep.
Like there's this connection that they're making that's just
See,
bumping.
they even do
right
it. This
here,
is
machines,
right
yeah.
from Halo 4.
There we
This
go.
is right from
Yep.
Halo 4. Are we machines or people? And it just does not have the same.
Gravitas.
I love
Yeah.
Halo 4's
Yeah.
ending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does not work because we haven't he didn't even experience
Yeah.
he was literally there and he didn't even fully experience like the actual losing and glassing of Reach because it happened off screen and he passed out.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Like-
are we humans or machines? In the game, he's asking that question. In the show, he's demanding an answer for it.
Yes.
But the thing is, in the show, all he's done for the last 2 series is whine about his feelings. That is,
Yeah.
like, I could only
Clearly
go
he's
off the
human.
show, but I tuned into this because I wanted him to kill aliens, and all he's done is cry every single episode and not done anything.
Yeah.
There's that, am I a human
Yeah.
or a machine? Well, if you actually were stoic at any point, maybe
This-
you'd have a point.
Yeah. Don't say human because they have lives. You have a life.
Yeah.
Yep, like you were saying
Guy
before,
watches cat
Lethal.
videos. He's
they
like, this is
promoting
when
this-
human.
They were promoting this show that was all around the fall of Reach. They were going to have this action pack. They even advertised that in their marketing that this was going to be like all kinds of action and stuff. And we got this. The longest episode that we've gotten so far has been nothing but feelings and hallways.
Yeah, it was 40
Don't worry, we have a
minutes
side
last
quest
minutes
coming
in-
up.
Oh,
Yeah. Side quest.
We have a side quest coming. This 8 episodes, 9 episodes season, something like that.
8. It should be 8.
I think it's 9.
9.
No, did
Okay.
I thought they made the episodes longer to cut down.
No, they're gonna
Yeah.
drag out the suffering. It's fine.
How do you got? Like, I recently, I don't want to get too caught up on this, but I recently rewatched one of my favorite shows. It's called Boardwalk Empire. Highly.
Oh,
Hell yeah,
Check it
dude.
out.
yes.
Steve Buscemi.
That has
fucking fun.
hour-long episodes, and there's like 12 episodes a season. None of it's filler.
Nope.
Not a single thing. I actually
None
watched
of it's
that.
filler.
I went through that series at the beginning of last year, around April. Fucking fantastic, man.
I love that, man.
That's
So
great.
underrated. So
It's
It's a
underrated.
new trend. It's a new trend recently. These writers, they just like 6 episodes, 4 episodes, and they go, well, it's like to save production costs. No, they just don't know what to do.
No,
It's
they
actually
have
more
no
expensive.
Come up with
idea.
the show for that long. Yeah.
And it's like this is I know I said it earlier, but like to them, this is what character driven means. That it's complaining and whining and emotions and the whole I know we're not at that scene yet, but where she's all like, I need you to be sad and scared because I'm sad and scared and I want you here with me. And I'm like, what the actual? Like that's not what men do. That's not how men function.
Misery sure does love fucking company, does it? Oh, that
Yeah.
drove me to a wall, that fucking scene.
I hated that scene. And then she like drops her wig like she's some baddie. Like
Yeah.
what?
To the point where she thinks her own son won't even recognize her. Anyway, thank you very much for the gifty. Appreciate that, kind sir. It went to fuck Norris. Anyone who's a member in the chat, spam emojis like fucking crazy. I expect to see a lot of y'all gay emojis because there's some
Yeah.
gay shit going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you. Yeah, so to me,
Homosexual
this whole
GL.
thing came across as, oh, we're trying to do Halo 4's ending, except 1,000 times fucking worse. And him being rough with her as well.
Yeah.
Bit weird.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren styles.
No, I'm telling you, the writers, they wanted like they wanted something else.
They wanted sexual tension.
Yeah, they
It's a
wanted
porn
they
parody.
wanted something to
They
get
wanna
their
get
beans
back
wet
to the
to,
porn
and this is just
parody.
close. Yep.
Yeah, they.
Yeah,
Isn't
they're
she old enough
trying.
to be his mum?
Well,
you
that's the
think they
point.
care- That is
That's
a
the
fetish
point. Kind
too.
of
This
is.
girl.
Not for
she's
blokes.
as close. She's as closest to his mother, apart from his real mother, who he knew for like 5 years.
Yep.
She's
And
like
she-
his mother figure.
Aren't
And she
they?
intentionally
aren't-
makes herself that to them.
Isn't the name of this episode? Look, Filthy MILF Next Door. That's literally the name of the episode. Come
I
on
should have
now.
looked that one up.
Mm.
Like,
That's the best title I've
Hey,
ever
if
heard.
she-
of an
Yeah.
episode.
She's in it.
Very
She's in
appropriate.
it. Ooh, I'd look
Bad
it
but
up.
like
Yeah.
she
You get it.
isn't it like a mommy step on me kind of thing?
I don't know.
Looks like she just
maybe.
did.
Yeah. Mommy spanked me. I'm pissed.
Yeah,
And
I
he-
thought that
he-
whole thing was like Lady Dimitrescu, not this.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do, Lady G.
Well, you should. You need to research this, Lady G, if you're going to talk about it.
I don't step on my
Every
husband.
fucking
He does
freeze
for
frame,
me.
this dude's face is fucked. And like you said, Lady G,
Yeah.
he fucking demanded that his face be on screen so we
Yep.
could see this.
Look at his
Yep.
stupid fucking face. Look what
To
you
all my
did.
Spanish people in the chat, I understand why you get angry with white people with Spanish names because I'm starting to fucking hate them too.
Yeah. You did a
He's
bad
just-
thing, Pablo.
He's so unsymmetrical. It bothers me because
Like, he's
like
sitting there looking at her.
Your
Like-
face offends me.
no, because here's the thing. If you're going to if you're going to demand that your face be on screen and be the marketing and be there, then you better have like an Adonis face.
Yeah, it's called standard.
Something. But like right here, this is supposed to be him slightly in pain, but he's like trying to stand up and be strong and be masculine. His
Hmm.
nostril flare is uneven, and so all it looks like is he had a really bad
Constipated.
experience with coke.
And then they're
Why?
like, oh yeah, you were created by ancient aliens. It's like, well, they didn't do a very good job, did they?
That's the whole other thing that comes in later. Where,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, the
Did a
least
bad
they could have
thing,
done is made a
Pablo.
looker.
Oh,
Yeah.
Isn't Nablo basically a nepo
Yeah.
baby of Hollywood too?
yeah.
Like he comes from a family of all the big Hollywood big hits.
I'm so
Really?
glad you paused it right here. Did you notice his muscles have entirely disappeared?
Oh,
He's
yeah?
got look at his
Yeah.
arm. Go back. He was all oh, where is it? Right there.
Yeah,
Look at
they're
how
massive in this shot.
Oh.
he has
He
got
didn't work out that day. That's what happened.
Oh,
he's got
yeah. It's that Thor woman all over again.
they contoured his
Linden.
muscles. They took makeup and they contoured his biceps and such to
It's way
Make
more
them
than
look-
contouring.
No, but
that
they-
is way more than contouring.
that's CGI fake arms and contour like right where you see
Well,
like some
because
of
of the scars, I wouldn't be surprised if they just added on
Added-
fake muscles.
yeah 100%.
Because you could easily cover that with makeup over a scar.
Yep, but when
Fuck,
it
I
cut,
didn't even notice that.
And be a
When
lot
they-
easier.
when they-
Be a lot easier to have scars on top of a some sort of material rather than
Yep.
straight on the skin if he's going to be moving around his
It's
arms the
gone.
way that he is.
his
Yeah.
biceps are gone.
That's like half the size.
yeah, if
Yeah.
not smaller. They're gone.
It's
Probably
it,
due for
it's
noticing that.
either it
Yeah,
could be
she
a
was
reshoot.
definitely looking at those biceps.
Listen,
Yeah, she was
I
looking
don't
at
think
his
you understand
biceps.
how big my husband's arms are. That is one thing that I definitely look at because I
He has to
compare.
glue them
I
on in the
would
morning.
if you would show it to us.
Yeah.
I showed you a picture of him.
Yeah, you did, and I got a lot of work on it.
Got jealous.
Yeah. I just need to see his arms, his bare arms.
No, those are for me.
unexposed.
Those are
Unexposed.
Fuck,
mine.
this scene just
Glistening in
keeps
the
going
sun.
and going and
Yes,
going.
it does. It never ends. It is the scene that never ends.
I do actually have to show something. I was supposed to show this at the start.
Oh no.
A few people sent this to me.
I'm kinda
It's
hoping
fake.
her naked.
It is fake, but it's funny as fuck. Breaking Halo. It's fake. Breaking Halo star Pablo Schreiber addresses controversy regarding Venick and Keyes dying in the 5th episode. Well, they died in the 4th. I've seen complaints that we wrote out 2 black characters during Black History Month. Well, they were black and now they're histories.
That's pretty great, though.
I wish this was real.
Look at the guy that left the comment. He's so real for that.
Heyo.
Yeah.
I'm
Look at his turd face right here. He's so smug
this-
in that picture. I don't like it.
This is way too on the nose. Like I'm shocked people actually fucking believe that.
I
Yeah,
I
maybe
think
it's
it
the
being
episode
obviously
wrong.
fake makes it funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Filthy MILF Next Door. So this thing just keeps fucking going forever. Okay, now we're back. Oh, yeah, we jumped.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Our girl boss is having their chat.
I'm trying to. Doesn't
Why,
she
you fuck?
say? She says something. There it is. Nope.
You still got a 1.5?
The it was always we. That bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Halsey said when she walked away right there. It's so it's because she's like, we have to stay hidden because Reach wasn't an accident. No shit. Obviously not.
Shit.
Like,
You had her walking around without a sack on her head.
Yeah.
ugh.
She knew damn well what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So she's trying to get Cortana to reveal herself. I summon you, Blue Eyes White Dragon, in attack
Yeah.
position. And-
You can just push the little button there.
Yeah. This whole
Cortana
scene.
is so much like she was ugly last season.
Like shit in
But
this
she
season,
looks
too.
like trash right now.
There was a whole article. I can't remember who did this. Might have been Screen. It might have actually been Screen Rant, and they were showing
real one.
you apparently how much effort they went into changing her into this. I'm like, they shouldn't have bothered.
Oh, Skirmitar could do this in a fucking night.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they really hyped up the amount of effort it took to uglify her.
Ay, vey.
Skirmitar turned Blabs into Cortana for a full Aussie intro.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Anyway, yeah, so
Fucking A,
this-
Skirmy.
Oh, man, he showed
Oh.
me parts of the Arbiter video. Oh, it's coming. It's coming really soon. Maybe by the end of the week. So yeah, they have this fucking talk, and I don't know. Am I the only one that thought this was a bit weird? Because she says, "What do you mean to Chief? Like this is some
This-
weird
yes.
psycho ex-girlfriend
It's-
shit."
They're
Oh,
having
you had sex with my boyfriend before I even met him? Is that right? You're like,
Yeah.
okay.
not like what are you to him? And she's like, Master Chief, like so much snark, so much just everything that's wrong with all of this. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's an artificial intelligence. It's not real. And you're having a jealousy pissing contest with it. Like,
Oops.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're-
here it is.
I don't remember any Covenant having AIs or Ancillas
no
or something like
easy
that. None of the.
task.
They did have some AI, but they didn't like using them.
Okay.
Not like humans, where
It was more confined to the systems and not having like a personality like some of these ones are.
Yeah,
Got it.
Yeah.
yeah. The Banished are a bit more into it, but that's because they've accepted humans. Anyway, that's
Yeah, they
fucking thing.
got it.
We're never gonna get there.
I hope not.
I hope not. I think it's bad enough that Atriox is in this when it's anyway.
Yeah, a fill-in position too.
Fascinating.
Damn.
This is a Covenant ship. Like, damn, bitch, you fooled me because this just looks like a fucking black room with some fucking lights in it.
Yeah.
This looks like a leftover. This looks like a leftover Star Trek
It is.
Discovery set.
It is.
I was actually going to
You
say
know
this
it
looks
is.
more Star. And I'm not really much of a
It's-
Star Trek guy, and this looks
this
more
is-
Star Trek.
It does, and the thing is, they're both Paramount, and so like even
Oh, yeah, it
later,
might be.
even later on, you get the very Star Trek esque stuff going on with Covenant.
How often
Where
do
is
you get to
the-
recycle set production pieces?
Yeah.
True. With Paramount all the time. They are-
as often as possible.
They are a sinking ship. I can't imagine why.
They're
Here
gonna
it is.
use this one for Sherlock Holmes.
Of esteemed zealot, Var Granatier, former Supreme Commander of the First Fleet, of Solemn Accord, the dramatic pause, the Arbiter. Here, let me correct you. Fell of House Vidam, Fleet Master of Particular Justice, or former Fleet Master of Particular Justice, the Arbiter. That's what it should say.
Yeah.
They do not care, Lethal.
They don't know. I don't think it's a lack of care. I think it's they just
They
genuinely
don't
don't
know.
know.
No.
They don't know. They just read words
Yeah, and
on
they
a
don't
piece
want
of paper,
They didn't read.
and then they put it on and they put it in a show.
It's just like many of our favorite franchises over the last decade and a half. It's being hijacked by these freaking critical fucks who just they hate
I
humanity.
wish they were
hate
critical.
I wish
Well, I
they were
mean-
critical, and I wish they hated
critical
humanity.
theorist- critical theorist fucks.
But John, you raised a good point at the start. I think it was like episode 1, maybe episode 2, how they kept going, Oni.
Yeah.
It's like they heard everyone saying, where the fuck is Oni? So they kept dramatically saying Oni.
Yeah,
You
like
remember you
just did the
guys
same
asked
thing.
about Oni.
They just did the same thing with the word arbiter. Dramatic
Yeah.
pause, the arbiter.
Yep.
But again, that's
Establish
my-
that.
there's no reason to care about this arbiter. The reason why we cared about arbiter in starting with Halo 2 and going forward was because we saw it actually showed his story. They told us what an arbiter was, the point of an arbiter, and they established his whole point of him particularly being an arbiter. But this is just, yo, you're an arbiter, and we're sitting there going, what the fuck's an arbiter?
In a sense, we as the players were completely responsible for him being exiled and be turned into a heretic.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was a tie-in for us. Like we're the reason he created the colossal failure that was Broken Halo Installation 01
Yeah, but
or
for me,
04. Forget.
in this, the Arbiter is just a guy with fancier armor, and he's like, I really need to kill Master Chief. And I'm like,
Yep.
why? You've not even met him? It doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, they don't explain it. They just
Yeah.
throw around words.
Yeah.
And you're I guess at this point you're supposed to assume the one who almost killed him on Sanctuary is the same guy.
No.
Val Gatanai.
No.
It seems to be the case. I could be wrong.
I mean, I'm
but
sorry, but all the aliens look
I'll
the
leave
same
it
to
to
me.
you guys to recap and look for it.
What? I can't. They're all CGI.
100%
I
true,
can't
yeah.
tell the difference.
It's very based. That makes me extremely happy.
I have problem telling
Oh,
Asians apart. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys are awful. Can we
They
can
all
we
know
go
kung
back?
fu.
Can we go back to 10 seconds? You guys like
I think,
if
lady, you just disavowed us.
if
No.
you get hit, I apologize, but like they have to
You better
hear
be.
what Mackie sounds like right here.
Oh
because,
yes,
so excited to
I-
hear
I-
that voice
yeah.
again.
The Butch Huttese.
like it's so bad.
Tonight. Former Supreme Commander of the First Fleet of Solemn Accord,
1.5 speed, just for the record.
the Arbiter. What are you?
I'm Cortana, the most advanced artificial.
No. What are you? To him.
Did you have
Gah!
sex with my boy?
No way! This
I
bitch
mean-
went full on crazy ex-girlfriend.
Yes, she
She's
did.
like, hold on a
Look at the
second.
eyes.
She's like, listen to me. Did you have sex with him?
Yeah.
Did you have sex with him? Tell me now.
Did
It's
you have
okay,
sex
we're
Put you in a
friends.
robot.
before I even met him?
Yeah.
I'm
She
a
is
vibrate
suddenly-
function.
Have you noticed in this episode, Mackie is now suddenly a huge fan of the dramatic pause?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, she watched
the
Rings of Power and took
Fleet
some
Command-
hints.
Yeah.
like pause the Arbiter. I mean, what are you to him? And then like she does it like 3 more times in this episode.
Yeah. Probably directors probably say, slow it down a little more. We need the padding.
We have to reach an hour.
I can't tell the
Ugh.
difference.
Same energy.
Same energy.
Yeah.
God, that's so terrifying.
What is he to you? Huh? I don't care or anything. I'm just wondering.
I mean, what does she think this
I just
AI
wanna talk.
trapped in a little disc is going to be to him?
Well, she has footage of them fucking. Maybe that's what this is all about.
Yeah. Do you still have the sex tape we made? I'm just wondering.
Really use it for my OnlyFans.
I can,
It's a
yeah, I
DVD
can only
player.
watch. Yeah, I only get to watch it on Lethal streams. So like,
Ew.
I keep joining in with the
Master
lyrics.
Chief?
And Cortana even hits him with the. Well, he's my man now.
Yeah, like it's wild the level of petty insecurity going on right here between the both of these.
With an AI.
yeah.
Like
Oh,
wow.
Is it Google Gemini? It's
You
going to be
can,
like
you
that.
can hear the hissing undertones in all their words.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
They are psychotic.
Wow.
Yeah, fucking yikes. bro.
Anywho,
Cortana's got crazy eyes too.
Imagine
See,
writing
that's
this
the.
shit on a TV
we
show.
work
We
together.
work together. So wait, what we have here? What is it? We have work wife and then real wife or whatever.
They're comparing who he's had sex with more, basically.
Yeah,
Well, I sucked his dick better than you ever did.
yeah. She's like, I literally knew exactly how he liked it sucked because I was in his brain.
Oh my god.
I knew he liked foot
Modest.
jobs more, and that's why he left you.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing. Here,
You gave him a foot job?
he
Yeah.
went to an AI brothel to try to recreate her.
The sacred toes.
Like
Best of both worlds. He wanted the best of both worlds. Recreate the human girlfriend as an AI. He's like, I like both.
I can put her in my head.
I can just delete the code if I don't like it.
This is supposed to be a Halo show, by the way.
There's nothing to do with Halo in any of this. This is the character-driven plot that they were bragging about, guys.
It's The Young and the Restless. This is not Halo.
That is an
Sci-fi
insult to
Young and
Young and the
Restless.
Restless.
Even
I
my
watched-
grandmother
Why,
would say
dog?
this is-
My
grandma watches that shit every day.
Right.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
grandmother.
my mother watched that. Whoa.
My grandmother loved Days of Our Lives and The Young and the Restless, and I would watch them with her. And I can honestly say those were better than this trash.
Well, yeah.
At least
Because
they
they
were
actually cared
compelling.
about the writing.
I took the piss out of Murder She Wrote on Twitter once, and by God,
Oh.
the messages that happened
Yeah,
underneath.
you got to be careful with those. Yeah, those guys. Are,
Yeah.
They've been watching crime shows. They know how to kill you and make you disappear.
Here's a small little side story that I think you'll get a giggle out of. There was a soap opera here that ran for years called Neighbours.
Yes.
It's where a lot of so there was
Kylie.
Neighbours and Home and Away are where Australian actors start, like Heath Ledger, and name them. They came from one of those two shows, right? And there was this one character called Dr. Carl. And he was on some interview and he was like, man, people used to pull up in a car and fucking abuse me because my character was cheating on one of the most liked characters. And they go, and people would ask me for medical advice, and he would go, dude, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not really cheating on this woman. I don't even know her outside of work. He's like,
But I've got a strange
You,
mole.
you
Fuck
think
outta me.
KFAB? You think KFAB is bad in the WWE and other wrestling leagues? Days of Our Lives, freaking other soap
Oh,
operas.
man.
Some of these housewives, they're fucking vicious, man.
Yeah,
He
they are.
reckons someone pulled up next to him
I
at a
don't
red
have no
light,
fury.
wound down their window and called him a disgusting fucking animal for cheating on the girl on the show, and then drove off through a red light. And he was like, I'm an actor. I didn't do it.
Like,
Anyway, yeah. So these two are having their weird fucking, I don't know, they're about to turn.
He
into
remembers
lesbians.
you. Like
She's
this
even got
taunt,
the fucking face.
It's all right. There's
this
enough of Chief to go
taunt-
around.
This taunt is so bizarre to me because she's like, he remembers you, but it's not it's not as good as what he has now. That's what she's taunting
Got me
right
now.
here.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
so
man.
bizarre. Women are the way they wrote women. I
It's very
hate
accurate.
every woman in this show. None of them, not a one, especially not Kai. None of them have any redeemable characteristics whatsoever. The worlds, plural, would be better off with all of them dead.
Wow.
Based.
That's super misogynistic. How dare
I
you?
love it. I love it. Can you just throw in some hate for brown people and we're fucking set?
Oh my god.
Most
See, and
accurate
she goes to
representation of
parade
MC.
rest. This shit.
No, that's not
this
her
is
going to parade
me
rest. That's a
up.
stand up. That's not parade rest. That's her doing a standoff and going, and what are you going to do about it, Whitey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wouldn't. She's never
Yeah.
been in a parade.
She,
That's
Yeah.
that's a flex.
It's rude.
That's a woman on woman bitch fight fucking flex they're going on.
Yeah.
no.
She's about to
she-
start tearing hair.
You know what? At least she didn't put her hand on her hip and pop her hip out to the side.
See,
She's not old
look,
enough to
she's
pop her
even
hip
doing
out
the
yet.
stare down, and she's just staring her down, going, and what are you going to do?
Yeah.
God, look at
That's
that.
what
face.
Maki can't stand up fully because she got her back blown out. So
no, well, what I think, yeah, you're right.
That's
They
why that
achieved that
Spartan
wrong.
can't
It's a
walk
wrong
anymore.
parade pose, but we're working with a writer's room who hates the system, who would rather slap first and ask questions after.
I don't belong to you. I 100%. Yes,
Ex-
you are right, John.
What the
she
fuck was
found out
that?
that Maki was just trying to get
Yeah.
yeah.
So as far as they're concerned, it's a proper parade stance for
Whoa.
their intent.
Whoa, yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Total opposite of the
That
normal
looked
parade
vicious.
stance.
Watch her face here.
She's like,
Yeah.
oh, bitch.
What?
She's having
She's
a mini
doing a-
seizure because she didn't get her way.
It's a very
Yeah.
good
He
psychotic.
took the great
act.
journey into my sacred ring. Yeah.
Mister,
There was
right,
trees in
Greg.
it.
Home and away for the win. Alf Stewart and his dungeon.
What?
I don't know.
If you know, you
It's
know.
Australian.
Alf Stewart's. It's called Alf Stewart's rape dungeon.
What
it's-
the? What do
Okay,
you
that
watch
was never-
over there?
Look, that was never in Neighbours when I watched it.
No, nah, it's a fan dub that kind of really took off. Right, I mean, really took off.
It's now its own series.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not joking. It was.
Not confined to the
was.
broadcasting standards. Ooh.
I like that you watch redubbed Postman Pat videos. It's just like him going around swearing at people and insulting him and stuff.
That's kind of what this was. So, John, here we have a Blessed One, which is a Silver Timeline original, talking about how they're no longer going to be useful to the hierarchs. I got nothing.
How
I
would
got
you not
nothing.
be useful if you're the only people who can actually actually activate and use the Forerunner artifacts? Well, alien artifacts. We still
Because
don't
they
even know if they're
needed
going
to
to be on Forerunner.
They needed
So
to
how
let
too lazy to run.
Mackie have the cool, threatening line of, you know what happens to things when they're no longer useful. Because that seems so
Yeah, it's
badass
probably
to them.
something like that. It's just a means for them to like
They were
make
literally,
a worry that's
yeah, they were
ultimately
like,
not there.
oh my God, that line is brilliant. We must make a scene around that line, even if it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Like John said, like they need her because this timeline is retarded.
Yeah,
Look,
but
There's
it's
loads of useless crap
unuseful.
around the house.
Unuseful is not a word. Unuseful is not a word. Like useless
She's right.
is a word. Useful is a word. No
Unuseful.
longer useful. Unuseful is not a word.
I liked
Anti-useful.
Mackie better when we could see her boobs.
Oh my God, I feel like everybody better
Don't we
when you
all?
see their boobs.
At least it distracted you from the lines.
You were such a fan of the Halsey clones being naked with creepy scientists.
Yeah. Hey, I still think that would have been a better season 2.
Here we go. This is the rest of the episode.
Yes, literally.
Quan.
Yeah, all you need is Quan. Quan is all you need.
The best bits.
Oy vey.
Waking up to Quan standing over you. Jesus Christ. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. We got a little Asian girl and Dave Chappelle. What the fuck is going on?
Can you look at his jacket? So
it's-
Sorry, yeah.
It's wild, but it's his jacket from the last season, if I remember right.
yeah.
What?
Why?
I don't
How
get
does he still have it?
Where did it come from?
She didn't bring it with her when she hopped on that ship to go murder the crew.
Where was she over?
Quan didn't bring it. He was kidnapped in a suit. Like, where the fuck did he get it from?
His wife carries spares. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like fucking.
We've got to bring his
Indiana
jacket to be
Jones's
cold.
hat. It's-
Yeah, he's got a particular special kind of jacket that he buys, and then he, when he found it, it was perfect for him, so he bought 10 of them.
Been out for 3 days. 3 days is what he just said. The entire Fall of Reach off screen.
Off of screen.
Well, like we were saying, like last episode, with the breakdown, they had to trim all kinds, left, right, and center with the CGI and the production. So we should have expected to not
Paramount
get any
is
more
in
Reach.
so much trouble. Remember how last week I told you guys like they were WB, Discovery, and Paramount were in discussions for merging?
I saw they WB told him to
They-
get fucked.
Yeah, they stopped discussions because Paramount's their valuation was like 400% less than what they had thought it was, and their stock has tanked.
Ooh.
And so now, if you didn't notice, a shit ton of trailers for Paramount properties have dropped to try and get that valuation back up.
Mm-hmm.
Because WB, like, obviously I was not privy to these conversations, but I imagine it went something like this. Yo, you said you were worth this much and we were going to merge and we were going to be able to build like off of both of our libraries, and you're worth less than 1/10.
Moz's Bakery.
You're worth less than 1/10 of what you told us you were based on your Q4 earnings. And so I'm sure they were very much like, until you get this up to within whatever number this is, we will not be merging with you. Nobody is going to take like.
So they literally pulled those rookie numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Pop those
literally.
numbers way up, man.
So, like, and the craziest thing is, you're talking about companies. First of all, two sinking ships can't save each other. But when you look at WB, Discovery, and Paramount, it is literally death by 1,000 paper cuts. If they don't do something, all that's going to happen to Paramount is people are going to come and pick apart the pieces.
Yep, and it's a similar situation across other
It's a-
mediums of
inventing your own
entertainment
tongue
too. The video game companies are announcing their games trailers early, way
Yep.
early. Same thing for like shows and such like that. It's all a means to get an attraction, and to push up that market number.
Yep.
Well, that's all Disney's investment in Fortnite was. It was
Oh,
just
100%.
Pretty much, big fat
we
lie.
need to get our stock up, so we're going to invest in this some money and announce a dividend. So that's why the
Yeah.
stock's risen.
We're not going to say when that's going to happen, but we're just going to say it's going to happen in the next year or two. Over the next 2 years.
So Master Chief's whole plot of this episode is: do we want to give Vatic a funeral or not? That's the whole fucking plot line.
Yeah,
of
pretty
this
much.
episode.
We don't bury Spartans.
It's
I mean,
It's
why would
so-
you go to all the effort to bring his body back and then not give him a funeral?
What are you gonna do? Just let him decay?
You
and
just leave him to rot. The maggots will eat
It's-
him. It's fine.
it's so dumb.
I will say it's been 3 days. That body should be pretty potent.
I
Well,
agree.
that's the
Oh, yeah.
Towards the
Not
end,
like
when
he
they
was left
bury
in
him,
my house.
he looks like he's just been asleep. Like, he doesn't look dead. And if he has been dead, it's been like 5 minutes.
Yeah, because it's just the actor sleeping there. Or at least with his
Yeah.
eyes closed.
We could have at
He-
least put some
this-
maggots in him.
This was the easiest paycheck he ever had. Like this whole episode, he got
And
paid
he'll
for
never
this
have to be in
episode.
Halo again.
Yeah, he's done.
It's positives all the way up.
Actually, this episode kind of gets rid of the whole team.
Yeah,
Essentially, yeah.
Riz is down. Well, like the whole thing's gonna be.
Speaking of which,
Silver team is
Speaking of which-
down, but they're not out.
I have a theory.
Oh
Go on.
no.
The
I have a
game
theory
theory.
that they're
Go
going
on.
to replace Silver Team with Blue Team and
Fuck you.
introduce. Hold on, wait a minute. It's going to get better.
It's not finished
I,
yet.
this is legitimately a thing I think was going to happen. I think that they're going to, set up that Blue Team replaces Silver Team. And then I think that Master Chief is going to get his armor back, and you're going to see a ton of him at the end of the series with his armor on. And then the series finale, he's going to get Cortana back and put her back in the helmet so they can be together. And they're going to say that this was them establishing the Master Chief that we all know and love. And that everything that happened before was just how he gets to be the Master Chief.
His origin story.
I legitimately think that that's what they're going to do with this so that they can try to win back the fan base. And a bunch of people will be like, oh my God, that's so genius. Oh my God, we didn't see it coming. I promise you, they're going to do some crazy shit
The
like that
reason-
at the end.
The reason why that wouldn't work is because you already lose your fan base by not putting in the armor, and so there's no one left to see him in the armor at the end.
But they don't know.
well,
They don't care about any of that.
and that would be
They're going to pretend like, oh, look, we gave you this is what you guys always wanted. You know?
Yeah, and
I don't-
that would also push for the next season to be essentially a soft reboot as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Which is
I
what they
thought
kept
that's what
saying
this
this
one
was.
was.
Yeah,
that's
no,
what this
that's
one
what this
was.
one was supposed to be, a soft reboot of what they fucked up from last season.
Yeah.
It's-
Huh.
Yeah. I think that that's what's going to happen. But I could be wrong.
Kind of hope you are at this stage.
Yeah.
I take
I
comfort.
think
in the
even
fact
Mike
that-
hopes he's wrong.
I hope I'm wrong too. Yeah.
I take comfort in the
Keys
fact
is
that
still
there's
gonna
no
be alive.
Johnson,
They're
there's
They're gonna kill Ackerson. Keys is still gonna be alive. Then he's gonna actually die, or so you think, and it's gonna clear the way for Master Chief and Keys to become
on.
who they were supposed to be.
Mhm.
Yeah, am I the only one who at this part forgot who Kessler was when they're talking about Kessler?
No,
Go on, who's
no,
Kessler?
you were not at all.
I blanked on it. I don't remember.
Not
the
even a
character.
little bit.
Sword
'Cause
Jr.
nobody listen. Terrible parenting choices were already made.
Just
Like
'cause
you
he's- come on,
put
Nathan.
him, you put a 10-year-old on a refugee transport,
Well,
and
she was intending to bring to have Kai guard her, which is a stupid idea in the first place. But anyways, Kai guarding him
Quan.
while Quan guarding him, the
yep,
little guy, to the transport. It's not like she just left him to go to the transport by herself. Quan then
That's true.
fucking
And look how
he
powerful
left
Quan
him.
is.
He
left. She didn't leave him with nobody. She left him with Quan so that they
with
can go to the
Quan,
transport
the
to get,
psychopath who literally slit 6 people's throats.
and
Exactly,
also
she'd be a
saved
great
her life.
protector.
No, she's
Also
a terrible protector. She left his ass on the transport.
Well, yeah, that's because she's a horrible person, but she would have
Yeah,
been a
'cause
great protector if she
Oh my
bothered.
god.
If she actually gave a shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's like she's in the army.
So they go to fucking this dude and they try to like find their kid, and I don't know, he keeps a record of every ship that comes to land, and it's a side quest
Yeah. Oh, about human trafficking
about human trafficking.
and grape. Child
Yeah.
grape. That's what this side quest is, folks. These
I can
writers
smell the soy
are
coming off the
awful.
screen.
I was wondering what you were smelling there. That was.
God, yeah.
Full of reach and shit, but nah.
Yeah, they
No,
have
no.
this means where like refugees and are getting like separated and put to different families and stuff that would take them in. It's just this weird booklet that the guy has. It's just if they had
Yeah.
explained it, if they gave a quick like, this is what this book is, that would have made more sense. But it's like, why does he have that?
Yeah, did you guys not learn anything from Al Capone? Don't keep fucking records of this shit.
The tax man will always have it.
Yeah.
This is the whole episode.
It is.
Yeah,
No
this
kidding.
yeah, at this point, Derek Kwan's trying to convince John to
But look,
bury
you-
Vanek.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the whole. That she said we
And
got to
it's-
bury him. We got to bury him. And you know
Yeah, but
what?
it's just like,
Screw
he's just
you,
buried.
I'll bury him myself.
Yeah, I kind of get this. I get this. There's something in other stories this works. Somebody's trying to find closure by using an alternative rather than what they can do. Kwan's trying to find a means for closure by committing an act for someone else that she wanted to do for her father. That makes sense. But the overall, it's like in isolation. Oh, this is the fucking scene right here
Yeah,
that's coming
this
up
is it.
where freaking he gets dressed down to a little fucking lapdog. So she's all pissy because he's acting like he's keeping a calm, stoic attitude about it and laughing about it. Trying to keep his high spirit.
So he's being a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we point out that she's? Oh, I'll when we hear the dialogue, I'll point it out.
All right, I'm putting
go.
volume on for this part.
Ugh.
You're on Reach. All those people, they're gone. A whole city. A whole planet.
There.
We know
Pause
what
because
Reach is,
fuck
love.
you, Paramount.
Does none of that touch you? Ugh.
There's none of that.
Jesus. God.
I mean, she doesn't sound
Girl,
very emotional herself.
No.
She should know
She's
better
a-
than anybody that he's a fucking Spartan.
Well, and here's the thing: they're trying to give her the PTSD and her the 1,000-yard stare and her.
She wasn't even there.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. This is what's pissing me off.
All he has to do is go, raise your hand who was a child that was kidnapped at the age of 6. Keep your hand raised up if you were taken into experimental surgery programs. Keep your hands raised up if everyone in that room, like half of you died. Keep your hand raised up if you were bred for a certain purpose. Then after the surgery, you became redundant and useless. Keep
Yeah,
your hand
also-
raised if you ran away from that. Keep your hand raised if you ran to become a pirate. Oh, well, not. It's only me. My
Yeah,
hand,
that's it.
I'm
Like
the
he,
only one that's had the
he
hand up
knew
for a
people
while.
on Reach. She didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His friends
Oh,
have died.
shit.
Yeah, and with all that, he's been trained to tame his emotions in the face of these kind of events that happen,
And he's a man.
trauma.
And
Yeah.
he's a man.
So
But-
now, she's all pissy.
Don't act like it.
Then act like it.
Act like a woman. Ugh.
Yeah.
Somebody gotta keep going.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
100% right.
You ran from the Spartan program. I'm sorry, that's a backhand. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in hitting women,
you
but this time,
could be.
I think we can make a fucking exception just to give her a fucking punch in the mouth.
She does not realize, like, there is a huge difference between, like, hearing an account of something and being like, oh, I can understand that, and actually fucking living it. Like, he left for very solid rational reasons, which she'd know nothing about because she is a woman.
a
She's
cow.
fucking emotional.
She could
And it
care
kinda
less
goes
about
against-
his tribulations.
It goes against the whole last part where we're going, are we machines or humans? Because you
Yeah.
treat us like fucking machines.
Yep. 100%.
You ran away. Blah, blah, blah.
Ugh.
Ran from the SWAT program. You ran from the rubble.
She didn't run. He didn't run from the
Ran
rebel.
from the rubble.
Yeah, he didn't
He
run
got
from the rubble.
fucking arrested.
Yeah.
And she's
That's-
oh, this next part really pisses me off.
Oh, it's so stupid. It's like they don't even fucking read the last episode. They don't even read their own pages in the
when
writers' room.
Ruby Ann came for us, it was all on me. Bitch, he had literally been knocked out, kidnapped, and thrown into a jail cell with the woman who turned him into what he is.
And
and
his
you
wife.
know,
Sorry, go on.
yeah, it's when he's down and out for the count, it's her job to protect the family. She's next
that's
in
the
line,
whole fucking point of that's the whole fucking point. Oh,
and
it
she's
pisses me
pissy
off.
about it.
Yep.
And to her, you're the one that married a criminal. You knew damn well what he fucking was.
Very well.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, babe, I gotta go rob these people stranded in space.
Yeah.
100, buddy. 100.
Came for us, it was all
Oh,
me.
hold on. Can't blame you for that.
Would they have come for us if you'd been there?
Would they've come
Yes.
first if you'd been there? Yeah, they still would have.
Yeah.
I do want you to be
100%.
scared. I do want you to be scared because that's where I am and I want you with me.
So
Fuck
selfish.
you. Fuck.
I
you.
cannot believe this goes. First of all, not only does that go against everything that a man would and should do, that goes against everything that a woman actually wants and needs. You don't need somebody else breaking down and being emotional and freaking out and having a forward-looking approach to things, because that's how people fucking die. This is so unrealistic and so cuck queen of her. Like, I hate this
She's
so
learning.
much.
That's the kind of thing that you ask your gay best friend, not your husband.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You
100%.
married a criminal. You knew what you were getting into.
Exactamundo.
Because I'm scared and I'm sad and that's where I am and that's where I want you to be with me. Because misery loves fucking company. And then this right here makes no fucking sense. I'm gonna
This was
shed.
dumb because there's a part coming up where she thinks she finds her son, and she has to say, "No, it's still me. My hair looks different." So that means her own kid
Did not
won't
recognize.
recognize their own mother because she's been wearing a wig for this long.
And it doesn't make any sense.
My question is, why didn't she fucking pull it off when she was trying to escape the rubble?
Yes, we're looking for Soren's white girlfriend who has blonde hair. I don't know. I got fucking brown hair. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right? She literally like transforms into a completely different person.
That would have been the moment to remove the pirate queen
Because-
fucking charade. And,
Because this
you know,
is symbolic and this is
Very.
me shedding. This is me shedding the need of you. That's what
The
this is. Like
patriarchy.
that. Yeah. No, that's 100% what this is. That is her taking the oppression from everything that she is going through. I've stood by you. I've done all these things. I've been so fantastic. I've suffered all these things and I'm going to get what I want because that is what I demand of you. And that's what should happen because woman, and then strips away her much more feminine, much more clean, much more attractive wig and is like, this is what I am, a ragtag, awful woman.
I don't know. I
She
got
had no
another thing for
problem.
brunettes and blondes. I'll tell you that much.
She had no problem when he was leaving people to die in outer space so we could take their stuff and sell it.
Yeah.
She had no problem with all the horrible things he did while at the rubble. She had no problem with any of that.
She
But
took that wig
now-
off and aged like
now
15
it's
years.
Show sucks. Show's bad. Yeah, it's a bad show.
Dog
I
shit.
forgot Mike was here.
It's a really shitty show. I was eating.
Okay,
I
so
was
this whole
eating.
part is them
Oh.
saying, yeah, you're fucked. You're beyond injured. You're fucked. You're never gonna be what you used to be.
No, that's not what she said. She said you're gonna have to work harder.
Yeah.
But
Because
she gives up straight away. She's like, I'm done.
spinal injuries that paralyze you can be overcome in half a day when you got to go watch your best friend or watch one of your fellow Spartans be burned.
If it worked for Batman in The Dark Knight Rises,
God.
Just
it can
yeah.
work for
Just
her. Just the,
punch her in her lower vertebrae. She get her shit up. Yep.
Oh my God.
yeah.
Punch her right in the fucking back. Yeah.
Halsey's over here. You were already diminished. I did everything I could.
That's how
And
the
then
Canadians treat it.
Riz is out here looking out the window like the moon is gonna turn her into a werewolf and she's gonna get supernatural strength instead of Spartan strength. It was weird.
Be a more interesting show.
Yeah. It was like, I don't know, maybe a fucking Fear of the Unknown, but I'm fucking grasping at straws, man, at that point.
So they have more of their argument that they were having before that goes absolutely nowhere because for some reason every fucking outer colony planet has shamans and the shamans rock up and they're all like, nah, you got to burn the bodies. Now, I thought, it's the clan. The clan's come for Quan.
Nope.
Space Ku
For-
Klux.
For those of you
Because
who
in
are
the future they go after
confused-
Asians instead. So
For those
Yeah.
of you who are confused about why Lethal keeps saying like the shaman, 2 episodes ago, if y'all remember, the shaman lady who wouldn't leave her planet and
I
then
remember that.
walked
She was a
into
nutter.
lava. Yeah, and then walked into lava. That religion or whatever cult, that's these same people right here.
Yeah, I don't
Yep,
remember
they
that.
are fucking everywhere apparently.
Yeah, as long as you're
Baby.
not in the fucking. Oh, man. If you're in the outer colonies, there's shamans. I think this would have been more interesting if it was a space clan, Ku Klux in space.
They were my
sure
favorite people,
that's-
though. Like, you can't leave your planet. It's like leaving a child, and then aliens turn up. Quick, everyone leave!
Run away.
The not so devout ones.
Yeah, but there's only about 5 of them stayed.
How-
Oh, so this is where the whole. This
Oh.
was the whole. Yeah, like, why did they bother bringing up the whole coin flip thing from the Fall of Reach book if they're just gonna go, oh, some fucking alien chose you?
Mhm.
There was what did she say? We ran all the she's like, we ran the DNA and it aligned and no, but why me? Here is the thing. Master Chief, even in Halo 4, when he like asks, like when he states these certain questions, it's actually to get other people to think critically. Because Master Chief understands himself and understands his role and knows what needs to be done and how to do it.
It's more of a case of he goes through like the past previous games and all the books and shit, and then it gets to Halo 4, and then that's when the question really comes up, where he's like, well, is this it? Is this all there is?
Mhm.
Is that this is all I've ever known? The problem is with this one though is
He's not.
he's
It's not earned.
already he's already showing 1,000 different emotions.
Yeah.
And like I disagree with a lot of people when they say that Chief should like never have emotion. I think even in Halo 1 he showed emotion.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
pretty watch the end of Halo 2. He is distraught at the end of Halo 2.
Yeah, it's
The
subtle
thing is,
but significant.
Never
In
make a
this,
girl
though,
cross,
none of that
you know, you can't
works.
keep it.
Because he doesn't not have emotion in this because he was trained or he's brought up. He doesn't have emotion because of that thing in his back. So
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
moment he took it out, and everyone
Yeah.
was fine with it, we haven't even seen any, like, no one went for
Repercussions?
him when he had it.
Yeah.
So he was just a normal person. So why is he moaning like that? We just machines. It's like, well, you've got emotions. You suppressed it voluntarily. What's
Yep.
the problem?
Hmm.
No
Yes,
one's
it is.
treated him like a machine.
Yeah. Whereas like a lot of Halo 4 is like it's just retrieve him because of who he is. It's like we don't actually
Mhm.
care that you're a human being, that you're alive. You know, it's more just we need him back. We need everything you've got. And like, well, fuck you. I'm a person too. And then he has and Cortana's, you know, dying as well in that game. So there's there's so much more to it. Whereas this is just like this.
Oh,
And even in this, in season 1, Halsey never treated him like you're a machine or a tool. It was like, I like you, but I have to put you through this thing because otherwise it's the end of the human race.
Yeah,
So
that's
she's never treated him how he's accusing her either.
Halsey always liked, well, Spartan 2. She thinks Spartan 3 is
Yes.
a fucking whatever. But she was very much like a mother figure, Spartan 2's.
Yep.
Because season 1 did this weird thing where they lied to him. They like never told them
Yeah.
about the kidnapping and all this shit. Whereas like in actual law, they do not hide it at all.
They
For
make
this
so many of
exact
these
reason.
they make so many of these drastic changes to the main plot and main story that we made us fall in love with the series. And then they still with all those changes they still try to get the same payoffs from that what we got from the games and shows. It doesn't work like that, ladies. And I'm damn certain it's a like majority women in that writing room.
Oh
'cause the
no,
way
it's
this is
all
written,
women. Did
all
you not
women,
see?
100%.
They
Maybe at least one pair.
See, like
No,
this
no, no,
is
no, 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 no.
I
They-
cannot
they did
disagree with this even more. Oh no, sorry, this one, the fucking faceless one. Yeah, he does treat him like a cuck. Master Chief is a faceless hero of the law. That is factually incorrect.
Right.
Factually incorrect, man. He is a fleshed out character.
Yes, 100%.
Okay,
The
I'm with you on
helmet,
that,
the
okay.
helmet is his face. Like he's not face. Like he is, because you can tell even in the armor who Master Chief is. Absolutely. So yeah, that's not accurate at all. But
Well,
no,
if you're just looking at it in confines of Halo 1, I can see that, but with later on in the games, yeah, definitely got fleshed
As
out.
as a
Paramount
series, though,
bragged.
as the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
No way.
Yeah. No, but Paramount don't you guys remember Paramount bragged about this season saying that it's an all female written and mostly female directed season 2.
I can see that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that.
Do you
man.
know which parts were not directed by females?
Hopefully,
Take a
it was the
guess.
action episode.
100%. That whole action scene that was done by, I forget his name, but he's like Paramount's action and stunt guy.
Oh,
But-
okay.
So there were
Their go-to.
Yeah, so there were there's a few parts, like essentially anywhere that there's physical altercations, like actual physical altercations, not Chief manhandling Halsey, but actual physical altercations, those were not directed by these women directors. But pretty much everything else, I think they bragged about it being like 85 or 90% directed by females.
Well, that was the problem with that action episode. It was anytime they talked or they needed the next bit of the plot, it was awful and it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So every time they came back, it was like, oh no.
I'm surprised they killed off that many gay people.
Mike, are you okay?
Yeah. So at
This
this
show
point,
sucks.
Quan's fending off the freaking
The
With a
show's
shovel.
bad.
cultist.
The show's really
religious-
bad.
Terrible.
Hey, this show
Tell you
really
what,
sucks.
there's more fucking shamans than there is fucking flood.
Yeah,
In the
she's
galaxy.
over here. I will dig another hole. It's a really big hole that you're gonna
I
have to
really
dig, Quan.
wish she just started killing these people with the shovel.
What a
Would've made
weird
the show so
threat.
much
I'll
better.
dig another hole. There's like fucking
Yeah.
18 around of you surrounding you. Like, okay.
Yeah. Keep fucking around, bitch. I'll dig a hole. Yeah.
So that's the whole point of this is, do we
'Cause
bury
they
him
do-
or not?
Yeah, they do absolutely nothing to explain this religion, so it's
He's
like
still
everything they're
fresh.
saying just fucking makes no
It's been
sense.
a week, guys.
He's a
It's
Spartan,
been a week.
okay? He doesn't
No,
can
no.
decompose like normal people.
This right here. This isn't death. This is loss. What?
What?
Why?
Same thing.
What?
Why
Yeah.
does a ship float while a rock
Yes,
sinks?
yeah.
It's the same
It is.
shit.
Yeah.
Aren't I really deep?
Oh,
Yeah. It's like it's topical, you know. They're trying to be so deep.
they're trying to make Quan look philosophical
philosophy.
and worldly, and she just
It's like
looks
poetry. It's supposed to
and
write.
Hey,
sounds pathetic.
She's got more character than him in this show.
That's true.
That is
At least
true.
you can fight properly.
Mm. She acts more like Chief than he does, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Spartan
man.
4, here we come.
Yeah. I would
Gross.
not be
She's at the-
surprised, actually.
Oh yeah. Well, there's like
No.
7 years, 5 to 7 years before they start doing the Spartan program.
They don't
She's
care
at the
about
ripe age.
timeline.
That's not.
Yep.
Thank God that's never gonna happen.
She's gonna have a spin-off series.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ew. I'm not even gonna get into
Oh
it.
yeah,
This
and they could do
whole-
it. Shield Worlds.
Oh god.
Yeah, so
And yeah, here's our lesbian couple who've apparently allegedly adopted the Soren's son because he was a
because
refugee.
all lesbians are child kidnappers. I agree with Paramount.
Yep.
Soren
The only thing by
100%
diverse in a
killed
black
them.
woman is a black lesbian. So you gotta have
So
them
they
in
killed
there
it, yeah.
somewhere.
They killed the
Yeah.
gay
But-
couple last episode to bring in a lesbian couple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Soren killed them too. It's a homosexual jihad. Like,
Inshallah, brothers. Inshallah.
this is
A fatwa on Paramount.
oy vey.
Sorry, go on.
No, I'm this whole not only is it unnecessary and dull, but even if they're chasing down what they believe to be human traffickers and they just knock on the door with
You guys
no
here?
weapons.
Hello,
Never even-
traffickers. Yeah.
Never forget that he's a Spartan and could probably rip the door down with his even probably with his bad hand.
Use my
And
strong arm.
she is a fucking moron.
Mhm.
She's just making everything so much worse. And then they go in to fucking to start
Yeah.
off lying. To
Then
start
he's
off
all
lying
like,
to him.
I know what it means to scratch out a life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's
he killed them.
This is the thing. I don't
No,
understand.
it
She's
wasn't-
out there talking to the guy who she knows isn't their son, and she doesn't go and tell him.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He didn't kill them. He went out
It
when he
strongly
went.
hints that he does.
Yeah, it's
No,
strongly.
no. He said specifically in the
They're
next
gonna
scene
let
when
us see
she's
him.
they're gonna let us see him. So yeah, he didn't
but
kill her.
no, she says.
That's
Yeah,
not
he,
Kester.
he goes out to them and says they're gonna, because at that point they're dead. Of course they're gonna let him. And then when she goes, but it's not him. The look on his face is like, uh-oh. It's like,
So this is the part where she has to explain who she is because she knows that her own kid won't recognize her because she's like, Mum has blonde hair.
Mumsy
not
looks
anymore.
different now.
I mean, look, if your own child can't tell you with different colored hair, then there's no hope for him in the future.
And it turns out it's not their fucking son.
Shocker.
Shocker.
Do you know what
Looks like,
Paramount?
a retarded WandaVision.
Do you know what Paramount
WandaVision.
essentially did with this scene?
What?
They made it. They're literally implying that all 10-year-old black boys look the same.
Yes, they do.
Maybe I was a bit harsh on Paramount.
Really? Really?
Yes.
One thing also,
Everyone's redeemable.
the kid gave away his father's Spartan helmet to a random
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Why? Like, I was already baffled on why it wasn't with Soren in the first place if he was going to go off ship, off the rubble and go out search for fucking Halsey like he was. And now he's fucking literally just giving it away to some random fucking kid. It's just so stupid. They don't give a shit about the helmet. They don't give a shit about the armor. This is them telling the whole audience, we don't care if you want them in your armor. It's just, it's trash. It's just something to get thrown around for what way we want.
Yeah, this scene
Why?
right
Fuck
here.
you. That's why.
Yeah.
This scene right here, where he's like, "Oh shit!" Like he just killed this other little boy's lesbian couple mom,
Mhm.
and it was the wrong kid.
I didn't even think of it like that. That's pretty funny.
Look at his face, because
Oh,
he's like,
shit.
"Is it him?" And she's like, "No, it's not."
Yeah, but wouldn't they have actually like shown that kid going back and seeing that his parents dead? They would have
I think-
hammed this out as fucking Hollywood writers, hammed this out that he did a very bad thing.
No,
And
I
he
think
gonna
you'll
feel
find
bad
it
about it.
mentioned in the future, and he'll tell her, and she'll be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you've done this." I think it'll come out to
Can't believe
like
you've
join
done
an
this.
argument or something.
Yeah, because I just took this as a distraught man because he didn't find his son.
No,
That's it.
because it literally ended. They're like, "You are not going to have your son back," and he gave this huge impassioned speech, and in the end, he goes, "And I can understand your position, but he is my son."
Yep.
And then it cuts away, and that is meant to be him essentially going, "It doesn't matter what you want."
Yep. He Spartaned finally, and nobody saw it.
This
He's
is why.
Spartaned off screen.
Yeah,
Fuck
he's
off.
Spartaned off screen. Reach
this
got
is-
glassed off screen. This whole episode is off screen. Everything
This
is
is
off
why
screen.
when that woman is wrapping the stuff around the bar, and she goes, "He's very emotional right now." I think that's probably him feeling guilty about this, and he doesn't want to hurt somebody else.
Okay. Well, that makes that scene a little more sense as to why he didn't play laptop. He didn't just stand in there. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Wow,
this is
you
the
guys are
first time-
defending this show. Wow, I thought I was the one defending
Nobody's
the show.
defending
I
it,
fucking
so
picked
not-
it.
No,
We just wanted to know how
explain
shitty
this
it
one
is.
Good.
scene.
I'm
This
just saying the
one
event-
scene, he literally killed 2 innocent women who were actually going to protect and care for this little boy, who's now probably going to get
Actually,
sent
yeah, I'm defending it.
to a bad home.
Yeah, they were black
This is
lesbians.
the first
You gotta
time
get
we've
rid of them.
seen a Spartan piece of armor in 2 episodes.
Yeah.
You are
That's
at
where you
yes,
see it.
that is accurate.
Yep.
Reach,
Reach
was more than a place.
place.
Yeah, well, it's a shame you didn't show it on the show,
It's
did
a
you?
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they talk about it a lot.
Reach is a people.
Oh,
So yeah,
this
they end up giving
whole
Vanek his funeral. Okay, cool, whatever. And this
His
is where they
family
set
buried
up.
him when he was 6.
This is
They
where they
didn't know
set
him.
up. Yeah, no, he would have. They would have met him then. So this is where they set up that the Covenant is 100% not the main antagonist of the show.
Yes.
It's Atkinson.
Lethal, that's what he says. Like Chief walks up and he says his family buried him when he was 6. They didn't know him. That's Chief's line. You know that, right?
He did know him when he was 6.
But Chief says that His family buried him when he was 6. They didn't know him.
Yeah,
They weren't his family.
Halsey's trying to conflate his past life with his Spartan life
Yes.
in the eulogy, whereas John's not going to have any of that bullshit.
Yeah.
Not going to play the propagandistic lies that the Oni and
Yeah, it's the
UNSC
whole,
pulled on him.
Anakin and Darth Vader are two people type of thing.
Yeah.
But he did know him when he was 6 because they would have been training then because they were kidnapped. Well,
Yeah, that's it. They met at 6.
Yes. But he that's this whole bit, and like Chief steps up and is like, we were his family, not family buried him when he was 6. They never knew him.
Yay.
Weren't they given a
Yeah,
clone
this
that
scene right
died?
here. Tell me that they are not trying to go for some type of like Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi shit right here. Look at this. With
Your
the
father was a
cloak
great
and the
warrior.
hands and the... Are you going to seriously sit there and tell me that they are not going... You've even got the body of what, whoever you want it to be. Obi-Wan Kenobi, or not Obi-Wan. Oh my gosh. Liam Neeson's character.
Qui-Gon Jinn?
Yeah, Qui-Gon, Vader at the end, whatever. Like, they're literally about to do like a Viking type burial. He's standing there in his robes or his blanket.
The
and
blanket.
He's doing like
looks like a
It's like
fuck.
McKee's back in the room.
Yeah.
they are trying so hard to make him like a priest or a saint or anything except a Spartan,
Jedi.
anything except Master Chief.
Munted.
Kinda just
Absolutely
looks like
fucking
a
munted.
gay. That's just me. Yeah.
That's the spin-off.
Yeah, that's a spin-off show. Yeah,
He's in his Snuggie.
I will be your weapon now.
The whole thing's, I'm coming for you, Ackerson. Never mind the fucking Covenant out there that's wiping out humanity.
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't worry
I don't
want
want to get revenge for Reach. I want to attack this human being. Yeah.
So yeah, this is when fucking Halsey starts dropping saying, we got to go to Halo. We got to go find the Halo. You're a blessed one. You can fucking do something with Halo. Mike's right. Halo, the actual rings in this are different. I do not know what the point of them is. I do not know how they operate, but they are different. They've
They're not gonna
changed
be-
what they're actually supposed to do.
It's going to be some other weird
As far as
shit
I
that's
know.
not-
Because
I don't
there's
think they're
no
gonna introduce the
reclaimers.
flood. Yeah.
There's no reclaimers in this timeline. The whole part of like humanity taking the mantle of responsibility to become the reclaimers just does not exist. Instead, it's this whole blessed one bullshit, which is like you're randomly selected.
Listen, the Halo rings are Airbnbs to have virtual sex with people who are on opposite sides of the war.
Let's go!
Well, this is like it's like calling the
That's
TV show
based.
Excalibur and then not having Excalibur in it.
Yeah.
It
That's
should be
the
main
most
point of
base
the story
theory.
until people find out what it is.
It's
For
the
the-
virtual sex rings. That's all they are. Let's go to the rings and let's go
For the-
smash.
For the fans of the games, we're going to Shield Worlds before we go to the rings.
We don't care about the
It's
games.
fucked up.
I want
How
the
does that
Clone
even
Perry to
work?
come back.
Yeah.
It doesn't, especially with Onyx, because the only reason why that place opens up is because of the destruction of Installation
Yeah.
04.
I don't care about that. I want nudity.
We'll go watch Emmanuel in space. It's great for
No,
you.
I want more nudity in this show.
Okay,
This
so
got
this
more
is where she
class.
trips out.
At least that one's got
again.
more class.
See,
This is where she
this
trips
look,
out and
Force
sees the
Ghosts.
fucking-
It's more
there we go,
it's
Force Ghosts.
Star Wars. I cry out in
Here.
pain. My children are ash.
My children are actually talking about the planet. Like,
I mean, she decided to
Actually,
stay. They left.
Kwan has a really great moment here where she says, okay.
No one.
Pause because Paramount.
Like, as far as Quan knows in this point, she's like hallucinating.
Last of the
haha.
has-beens.
You're dead.
Who are you? You turned your back on us. You forgot your name. Get away from me.
It's Quan.
It's close now. The monster. Hey, where you are?
Why?
Last
Find me.
of the Haas.
Save me.
Deliver
Do
me.
not know your purpose. Do not forsake your Leave me alone. Protector.
Oh, I've missed it. So I don't know if this, because this is a flashback to the first episode of the season. Is this a tease of the flood? Talking about some monster is coming and shit, or is
How
it a
could
Covenant
it be though?
reference?
How are they gonna?
Yeah, why would she care about the flood? She died to an entirely different alien species.
no one would even know what the flood is
Yeah.
at this time.
Not a clue. What is
I
it? The
already
grave
told you,
mind?
I don't
Reaching
think
out
they're gonna
beyond the ring?
introduce the flood. I don't think
See,
they're going to introduce the flood. In
What the
this.
fuck even is that?
Yeah.
It's cave paintings, duh.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's like
She's all people. All right. Rey was all of the Jedi.
People.
Quan is all of the people.
Supposed
She
to be
is
like
All
what,
the people.
ancient alien nav charts or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know what they're teasing with that.
Oh, that's it. They got this
Join us.
supernatural element into the show that just throws everything into a spin. Like nobody knows where it's stopping. Like what's going on with this? Oh, don't say that, Viper Chief. God damn it, that's not happening.
Sorry,
Keith
did
David, season 3. No.
you say
Did you
something?
say something to me?
I speak for the planet.
This part made me laugh.
Oh, you do?
I speak
There
for
it
all
is,
the
there it
planets.
is.
Okay.
Okay, I like that. Okay, reminded me of Pinkman.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
So they burnt. Now this is where it gets full blown retarded.
Why are we at High Charity?
So they're saying. So this arbiter, I can't even remember his fucking name. Mackie, they go back to They get called back to High Charity because the prophets consider the mission a failure because they didn't get the keystones or kill Master Chief, even though he had the chance to kill her. But she said not to do it. But the destruction of Reach is still considered a failure. And there's someone here. I'm gonna go yell at him. I'll be right back.
Have fun.
So, what's
Carry
about
the
to
stream. Yep.
what? Yeah, okay, yeah. How about you, big
Like
strong?
a pro.
Chariot?
No, you're already here doing it.
Yeah, you jumped
Carry
in.
the stream.
Men. So, listen, I need you to be here with me, sad and scared, and like that's where I am.
You know what
Yeah,
that
I
scene
am
reminded me of?
Me too.
I've been
You
very
should-
sad and scared this whole time. Yeah.
You showed me a clip of like some soap opera or whatever where she dumps him and she's like, "No, I needed you to be here for
Yes,
me. You
One
were supposed
Tree
to
Hill.
fight for me."
Yes, One
That's
Tree
all
Hill.
I remember during that scene.
Yep, that is 100%. That was that scene just 20 years later or whatever, where it was like the whole I don't understand, like, what is it that you want from me? Like, I did, you told me to do this and I did, and she's like, I wanted you to fight for me. So the exact opposite of everything she told him, implied to him, like, just she was I
Pretty
don't
based.
remember. I did not grow up with. I had 3 channels growing up, and like no game system, so I'd have to go to friends or cousins' houses to play them. But I remember I went over to my friend's house, and it was One Tree Hill, because they all loved that stupid show. And I don't remember very much about that show overall, but that one scene stuck with me because it was so trash and toxic and awful. And I was just like, wow. And they've raised an entire generation of women to think that way.
Yeah.
But
Well, no one said this.
It's pretty based.
the thing about this scene, so you guys remember how Mackie and Cortana were just having a pissing contest over
Yeah.
Chief?
I was really
Um,
bummed that they didn't make out with each other. Yeah.
You
It's kind of disappointing. Yeah.
listen, Mike, I feel like you are wanting a different
Lady
show
G,
than
all
what
I
think
we
she wants
want-
the right
Clearly,
show.
we all wanted a very different
All-
show. That's for
Yeah,
damn
all
sure.
I want,
That's why we're here.
all I want is one good thing to happen in this show. Okay,
Mhm.
Even if it's like mildly okay good, but nothing good has happened in this show. The
All they've
least
got to
they
say is
could
paint
do,
the town red.
yeah, all they could, the least they could do is give us a little side boob again, or make Cortana and
They owe us
Maki-
that.
Yeah, tongue fight for a little bit.
What the
Nothing.
frick?
Not too many
Nothing.
people.
They give a head nod in a few minutes or in a few seconds.
Oh, I want.
I mean, that would have been a
more
lot
than that.
better if you didn't say nod.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
this
my
is the scene. This is
word.
the scene that she convinces Valgat and I to betray
Show
the
sucks.
high prophets and
Yep.
freaking fuck off on them. It's
Yep.
ridiculous.
Literally
I
make
just
a
wanted-
U-turn right in front of High Charity.
I
Yeah.
just want them to go back to the porn parody that this started as.
Yeah.
With the help of
Then we're gonna
Cortana,
need that
of
scientist
all
back
things.
if that's the thing.
Yeah, we need the weird scientist guy back. making
Oh,
the
he's si-
clones.
Oh, he's sitting in Midnight Facility. That's for sure right now.
Yeah,
He's the only-
100%.
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah,
all
oh,
the
yeah.
clones with him.
He's
Definitely
he's
sitting
in.
in a facility right now.
Yeah.
He's only the happy person.
He's in the
he's the
deepest,
only
darkest
one
place
that's-
that the military can send him in.
Oh no, he escaped and he's just making Halsey clones.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's with his Halsey clones.
He had he had every man's dream: 2 women at the same time, one to cook, one to clean.
Yep,
I hate you so much, Disparu.
it's pretty based.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell
this-
your wife you said that, Mike.
With this scene in particular,
That's
it's-
fine.
the only excuse I
She
can
knows
think
what a
of.
mess I am.
The only excuse is what?
The only excuse that I could think of is a means of self-preservation on Cortana's end. Because
How would
she knows if she would have went into High Charity with Maki and Valgat and I, there'd be no chance of escaping. This was her one means of convincing.
Don't memorize these things' names.
Sorry about that.
I'm good with.
Yeah, I
so
get what you're
I know
talking
names.
about.
There was no guarantee.
Names and dates
that
have always been good with.
there was no guarantee that one, this would work, and two, quite frankly, I'm not sure why he didn't just strangle her right there. Like, why not just strangle Maki right there? He obviously
She's the girl
wanted-
boss.
Well, I mean, we don't know if she's into that.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we don't know
word.
if she's
You
into
guys
that.
go
The
over
prophets
the
are
whole.
false. She should be dead right now. Right here with
Yeah.
this one line. The prophets are false. And he even says, if you blaspheme again, like, I will remove breath from your body.
That's what she's trying to do. She's like,
It's like
choke
a-
me. Just do it.
He's-
Do it, you. Do it, you terrified little arbiter. You won't do it.
Did you talk about how they've just basically started a another semi-war?
Yeah,
With-
a civil.
yeah.
Actually,
We
yeah,
put
they
it off
did
a
just
bit.
start a civil. Well, actually, it depends on how big the fleet that's following the Arbiter. If it's just that one ship, that'd be really fucking stupid if he fucking took over Reach with that one ship. But hey, we did see the last few scenes.
What about all the other people on the ship that are going, hey, aren't we supposed to go on High Charity?
Yeah, that'd be there'd be mutiny going on, but gosh, it's the Arbiter.
How are you doing
Mutiny!
this? This isn't me. It's you. This is your destiny.
Betrayal.
Yeah, it's fucked.
What?
So she just convinced an arbiter to go against the prophets.
Yeah.
It took
Because he's
fucking.
hallucinating.
Within like 15 seconds, she says
Yeah.
the prophets are false, and he's like, if you blaspheme again, I will remove breath from your body. And then he sees a picture, and suddenly he's like, all right, yeah, f them prophets, let's go.
It took Phil a whole fucking game to go, wait a minute, they're full of shit.
He must really like trees. Because that's all he's essentially seen. He just saw trees in space.
They have trees. We're sold. And then pretty much we get back here and they go back to the dude that's like selling kids or some shit, and she beats him up with a fucking bat wrapped in barbed wire, and they find out the UNSC has the kid the whole time. Or some, I don't fucking know.
What are the chances of that?
John, help me out here because I don't know. I just don't know.
This scene, fuck
Yeah.
this scene.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's just pure girl boss garbage that they just they have to force things for it to happen. It's complete dog shit. Fuck it.
Yeah. John's turn on the show. I'm so happy.
Finally found something he doesn't like.
Yeah.
Get in the game.
Get the head in the game.
Hey man, I can't make a stone bleed, man. There's no fucking way.
You've given it a good go.
I've-
We
I-
can
I've-
respect
You
that.
really
Yeah,
have.
I've
You
tried.
really tried, and I'm glad that you've given up. It makes me
So
excited.
this is the part where she's like,
Mike just
nah.
wants everyone to give up.
Yeah,
So this is the
I
part
just
where
want
she's
you all
like,
to-
nah,
everybody-
I'm staying here.
Misery
written
loves
out-
company.
We've written out the whole fucking Spartan team. Everyone's written out. Riz is staying here. I don't know. She's gonna fucking.
The heavier it gets, the harder
Bro,
it is
she's
to
such a-
walk.
She's such a
Like,
fucking
that was the
loser.
stupidest fucking line
It's like
I've
she's
like.
pregnant.
There's
Yeah,
so
what does that even mean?
what?
She's just a fucking loser. Like
That
really
line.
completely.
Like, that doesn't even make any sense.
No,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't. It's not supposed to. Why does a rock sink and a ship floats?
Chief
like,
is like,
it-
yo, come with
Buoyancy.
us. She's like, no, my leg hurts.
Right after
like, "Come
Halsey's
on."
like,
She's
you're
like,
gonna have to work harder.
Death of
Yeah.
a fellow soldier is one thing, but the loss of a loved one is another. That's what they're trying to portray with that.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Oh, okay. So now we get Onyx.
It's
The fact
delivered
that-
stupid.
Yeah. How are we on Onyx?
We're not.
Well,
This is Silver Onyx.
it fits. Even in main canon, Onyx is the home base of the Spartan Threes.
But
Originally.
the events that lead to Onyx haven't happened.
Yep. Well, lead
Like-
to the events that Onyx turns into the Shield world that's still dormant at this moment. This during those times, the Spartan 3s were still using that planet as a training facility, a training base. They were still breeding them and grooming them
Sounds like
into
you
the
guys are
Spartan
back
3s.
to hoping
at
this
time.
show gives a shit.
This is
I'm
this is the
explaining
Rebel-
it.
This is the Rebel Alliance being on Hoth before they were ever on Yavin 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Well.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we get to see Spartan armor. Okay. That's cool. And basically, they turned her into Kurt. She's female Kurt.
Yep.
Kurt got
Now,
robbed.
now
She's
head
a
of the Spartan
backstabbing-
3s.
Backstabbing line bit. Like, and I would like to point out this scene is, I think I clocked it at 39 seconds. And it is the only scene outside of the very beginning when Quan shows up to rescue them that has anything to do with the main plot of this fucking story.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a filler episode.
39 seconds, yo.
Well, technically, it's a bottle episode. Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, hold on. That's actually like real quick. This is a little thing about television. If people don't know, that's an actual thing. When a television show blows its budget on something, typically the next episode or two, they'll put them in like very easy to shoot locations, require almost no special effects and not a ton of work, so they can just save money. So they put them
Yeah,
in a
but you
bottle
could do
episode.
that and still keep it on the main plot.
No, Disparu.
No,
it has
it's-
to be a side plot because they don't even remember what they wrote last week.
Yeah, because all they did spending in turning the plot in this one was just
Yeah.
redirect everything and have everybody basically align their goals. They're all going to be going to Onyx. They're all going to be going to save their particular save or take revenge for those that they
Like,
lost.
When I
It's been
saw
2 seasons. I don't know why I should care about Quan or anyone on that pirate ship.
100% exactly. And here's the thing, I don't like when I saw the episode list. There's only 8 episodes because I shared the episode
Oh.
list. Remember the names, the titles, and so like
I was sure there was 9.
because 7 is Thermopylae, and like I blew right past Onyx because I was like, oh yeah, that makes. I was like, they have really high expectations for episode 7, and then all of a sudden John's like, Onyx. Why are we? And I was like, holy shit! Like you're right. Why are we here? Nothing in this episode happened that would. Yeah. So this is Ilaria. So we've got Onyx, Thermopylae, and then episode 8 is literally titled Halo.
So they're going to do what they
only
did in
8
season
episodes.
1.
Matters. Yeah.
It's episode 8 will just be, oh look, we see a halo at the end of it again, and then that'll be it.
Yeah.
Yep, you're
And
right.
then Maki
This
will
probably-
show up and he'll have sex with her. And then the show will be made whole again.
We need to explore your ring.
Okay, now here's the question, John. Are they going to give her Kurt's story? Is she going to have Kurt's death?
They ain't got enough time to give Kurt the whole of Kurt's story.
What is death?
Getting Kurt's death? Oh shit! It's been a bit since I read Ghost of Onyx. Shit.
Well, don't worry.
Didn't
they
know
would
what
have
to
was a
tell
good-
you. Spartans
Yeah, they
never
didn't read
die.
it either.
Oh.
Dang. Raider, you son of a bitch!
Yeah.
$50.
Lady G,
Let's end on a high note.
husband.
Lady G, grab your husband.
Just using your whole. Yeah, I'm gonna use you in your mouth. You know what it is. You know what it is. It's a 3 whole day. Fucking rail. Where you going? Where you going? Baby, baby. Yeah, face. Gonna paint his tongue red, gonna paint it white.
I like to butt fuck fine ladies. Will I choke hold a bitch? Well, maybe.
Well, maybe. Thank you very much, man. Dude, you have gone absolutely crazy this stream.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thank you, Raider.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Humbled by
Yes.
that. I don't know what to say except thank you. And played probably one of the worst sex scenes I've ever seen in anything, man. Like I said, you know
But
it's a bad
so
sex
bad,
scene.
It's good.
It's it's a bad sex scene when you can only get off to it twice. That's how you know it's a bad sex scene.
Yeah.
But seriously,
Been tapped. Yeah.
thank you. Thank you. But we're not done just yet because we have the Grand Army of the Republic.
They definitely smash each other, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she
All
definitely.
right, John,
some.
I've got a bone to pick with this part.
Which
Just one.
which part?
Okay, specifically one part that really stands out to me. Okay, so obviously this is Attack of the Clones.
Very much.
This is the Grand Army of the Republic.
Yeah,
All right.
you're just missing the Vindicator class starships coming in. Yeah,
I'm expecting Yoda to fucking walk out and go, oh shit, wrong franchise. Okay, so these are obviously Spartan Frees. Cool.
Yep.
SPI armor, awesome. That's infinite SPI armor. They're 8 years, whatever ahead.
Time does not
That's interesting.
matter.
I haven't played the Infinite campaign to be honest. But
It's not bad. It's
is it? Because
It's
I've
got
ruined
its
it for me. I got
now
the
Lethal's trying to make a stone bleed
I
now.
wish.
No, I'm gonna die on that hill. Infinite's campaign is actually decent. It's just spent so much time trying to correct Halo 5.
That makes a lot of sense with what I've seen from it.
There's a
Yeah.
part where Cortana, not the weapon of Cortana, breaks the fourth wall, looks at the camera and says, sorry. But that's a different...
Honestly, I
That's-
don't have as much of an issue with this because the way that they function as a unit with Alpha Company, Bravo, Gamma, this is essentially their groups. No, it kind of functions with the way that they work. It's very different to the regular Spartans, at least with the original
defend this show.
freaking. I'm defending the Spartan 3s. That's what I'm doing. With
and the other thing I was going to say with this is there's so fucking many of them.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like they never went to war at all. These
By
guys were the ones.
2552, yeah. What?
And also, just like looking at it, what was he ever? If he had all of these resources, look, it's Rogue One. But if he had
Spartan Freeze will snuff out the Covenant!
Well, that's why it didn't make any sense to me. Why he's so concerned about like 5 Spartans when he's got this.
Yeah.
You could make an argument to anyone. He's like, well, they're so expensive and rare. We can only have a handful of them.
Yeah.
I can make armies of these things.
My thing here is he knew it was coming. He knew it was about to happen to Reach.
But he's got all these Spartan
He has all these Spartan 3s. He never thought to. This is so Cortana making the calculation she did not calculate all these fucking Spartan 3s being available. So how was this even an issue? There's
here's the other part.
thousands
as well.
of them.
So in canon, Ackerson, he's constantly trying to get one up over the Spartan 2s. Okay, he believes that his frees are better, which they're not, but he's constantly trying to get one up over him. He had the perfect opportunity. Reach is being butt blasted. He sends his Spartan frees in. They save the day, and then he turns around and goes, "Told you."
That's it. The humans are more engaged with killing each other than they are defending humanity against the Covenant.
Hold on. So
It's
based off what I can see on screen, give me 1 second.
There's
So he's
fucking
got
many of them.
He's got 12 by 10s. There's
Oh
2,000
no, this shit off screen. Like it pans around.
There's 2,000 just in this one shot, there's approximately 2,000 Spartan 3s right in front of her.
That's way too fucking many.
Like if you count
Yeah.
their ranks, and so you assume each rank has the same columns and amounts, like same ranks within them. So it's a 10 by 12. So right in front of her, just 2,000 right there, and then it pans all those ships you're supposed to believe have Spartan 3s on them, and everything off to the side of her that you can't see. So there's easily 10,000 Spartan 3s right there. Like, why was Reach ever in danger? Why
I
did
wouldn't have Kai train my dog.
It's not like it's like I said in the chat, and original these were not.
It's true.
Fight and function much like the Spartan 2s. They were cannon fodder. They were sent in to just basically en masse, just completely overwhelm an enemy position or a city or factory. I think one of the particular stories that they had in Ghost of Onyx where they were going after a fuel generator facility, and they had all 2 or 3 companies going at it, and it just slaughtered. There was only like 3 out of the hundreds of Spartan 3s that went in there. Only 3 made it out alive, and that's usually how it's supposed to go. The fact that they have so big numbers is we've got a bunch of green as fuck pseudo Spartans. This is going to be a cakewalk for the real Spartans.
It's insane, man. The whole point of Spartan 3s was they are there to buy time. You're just there to buy time. They don't.
They're far more expendable.
So
Far more
those ships,
expendable
by
and
the way,
far cheaper.
those ships in the background are also recycled from Star Trek Discovery. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it.
Yes, because they do look like condors.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
A little bit like altered versions of condors, but yeah,
Here, let me see. Yeah, I think this is it right here.
on the
Hold
right side maybe.
Hold on, let me. Yeah, this is almost like the only thing they did was they added. Here, I'll show you. You know what? You guys be the judge. Maybe I'm crazy. Look at that ship and not at this one. Tell me that's not the same ship with a different tail.
I mean, we only saw one ship.
I'm looking at the one on the left.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Look at it. It's.
I think it's a bit of a stretch.
I'm not. Yeah, a big stretch.
No way. That's definitely. Look, it's the Halo ring. Like they're literally taking pieces and they're putting them back to like they're recycling different stuff. Like that's obviously like CGI, but crazy eyes.
It kind of looks like I don't know. It looks like a condor from Guardians as far as I'm seeing it, but.
Maybe. All I know is this show sucks.
It's
this
trash.
show
and they
based as fuck. Terrible show.
Wow.
They skipped out on so much shit. They really just they do not give a flying
It's a bad
F.
show.
If they had actually followed the games, they would know the sequence of events and have better understanding. But this is a goddamn mess.
I think this episode perfectly shows off what this show is. It's just a piece of shit.
Yep.
Like, I don't understand how people are defending this.
Yeah,
I
it's trash.
really
I think
don't
because-
understand how people are defending this particular episode. If you liked last week's episode,
Blech.
I do not see how you can enjoy this week's.
Yeah.
I think it's because if you're a Halo channel, if you make a channel around something so specific as this and you're desperate for content, people will turn on you if you start saying that you hate it.
Tell them to get
You're very
fucked.
right. You're very right, Disprue.
Otto Bathurst and Jonathan Liebsman were the action directors. And then you have Royale Renee, Denny Gordon, Debs Patterson, and Jessica Lowry were the directors for the other episodes of this season so far because they only release them as the episodes come out. Those were the other directors for this season so far. So
fucking yikes.
We don't and then you have Stephen Kane and Kyle Killen are credited with developing for television, but then you have Justine Jules Gilmer, Silka Luisa, Amadou Garba, Marisha Murjiki, and I'm gonna butcher that one, so I'm not even sure. And Basil, that's literally their name, Basil. Lee.
Basil.
Yeah. We're the writing team for this season.
I thought DEI stuff went as far as skin color and gender. I didn't know they go down the names now. Jeez. Oh, it's just so diverse. The names, it's just so diverse.
I'm over here struggling. But then there's one episode. Tom Hemmings helped out with one episode on there's a Tom in there. Man. So it's just, it is wild. Like when you go and you look at, first of all, so we're only 5 episodes in now, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 writers for 5 episodes. Like
what?
10 writers.
A fucking mess.
Yeah,
you got all the directors for every single episode. You got too many writers in the room trying to do their own thing too. Because obviously with what they were fucking plot lines that they're doing, they're definitely not doing Halo shit.
Yeah, so you have
friggin' moly.
You have 10 different. So outside of Steven and Kyle, who are the written for television, developed by. Okay, that's what they get their credit for. You have these 4 episodes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people wrote 5 episodes. That's more that's insane. It's no wonder none of this stuff lines up. And it's no wonder that they didn't know. I'm sure whoever wrote this episode didn't write the episode before this. So, of course, they don't know what was said or done in the previous episode because all they did was write their episode and then carried on and did their thing.
Because the show sucks.
And it's the same thing with the directors. Like, this is insane. And the cast list, they've got the amount of... I'm still scrolling.
A lot. Look,
there's so many people. There's so many fucking people.
Yeah.
Like, there's no consistency at all.
Show sucks. It's a bad show. It's a bad show, Lady G. It's really bad.
It's like she's just realized.
Any final? I don't even fucking know. Anything else you want to say on this episode?
Not for me. It is literally. I was literally playing another game while watching this, and I was still bored by the show. Like I have watched all of the Flash and everything, and never had that happen. But every time you start to look over and concentrate on it more, it's like, oh my god, it's Quan again. Why are these people here? Even in my first review of this series, and I think I started doing it in season 1 as well. Any scene where it was just Quan, I'd just skip over it because it was entirely pointless. And
the whole middle of this episode was unnecessary.
It's like 5 minutes of this episode wasn't her or related to that.
They barely, things that they set up for her in season 1, they're barely going through within season 2. It's just the protector of the planet for Madrigal, a planet that's been glassed now, apparently in the last 6 months.
We were like, why does she exist? What's she got to do with any of this? What is the point of her? And it turned out nothing. There was nothing in season 1 why she had to exist. It's the same in this.
Last we saw her in season 1, she met a monitor, if I remember right.
Yes.
A legit monitor. And everybody's like, what the fuck's, holy shit. Okay, we got a monitor. That's something. What's going to happen next? 6 months later. Yeah. Y'all got, we all
got
got
fucking fools. Yeah. Congratulations. You played yourself.
I didn't. Yeah. I called this shit long ago. Just like I said, Kai was a backstabbing traitorous bitch. Everybody wanted to get on me.
I really need to get going. Let's wind this bitch up. Mike, anything you want to say? Anything you want to plug?
The show fucking sucks. But I'm playing something good that makes me happy right now. Playing a shit ton of Helldivers.
Thought it was broken.
It's broken as fuck. The game is very broken. But despite that, I've managed to find some fun in it. Here's the thing. Even people that played this game and gave it a 0 out of 10 have since upped their scores to 7.5s out of 10.
Come on out, Blabs.
Yeah. So go check me out on Kick. Been having a blast over there. I think I'm closing in or may have just surpassed 400 followers on there. So we're kind of moving up. And excellent. Then just keep your eye on, I don't know, on fucking everything nowadays. So just you'll find me. Yeah. And then I'm just hoping they bring back more nudity in this show.
Lady G.
long for Massachusetts.
I am so ready for this to be done and over. And at this point, Paramount deserves to die an excruciating death, because if this is how they treat their IPs, I mean, let's be real. It's they don't want to course correct. That's on them. But then they want to know why their valuation is in the absolute crapper.
Yeah.
Like, it's unbelievable what they have done. Just like, you have to try to be this awful.
Told
You have to actually.
They don't. It
put
just
in-
comes naturally.
It's just natural talent. But what I will say on a happier note is, Raider, as much as I hated it, you were incredibly generous this stream. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And chat, as always, you're amazing, except Mazza. Go get your
Fuck that
Mandarins.
clown.
But chat, love you so much. You guys make this so much fun. I appreciate you guys very, very, very much. And hopefully you'll continue to come back for the next 3 episodes of us tearing this thing to absolute shreds.
Glass it. John?
Yeah, this show is an absolute garbage. Fucking Girl Boss episode. How the Girl Boss freaking it is so sickening that they have such trash. I'm pushing up fucking timetables. You guys want to fucking watch some real fucking Halo? This Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. I'm going to start streaming Halo Master Chief Collection on Kick. Here, I'll throw the link up in the private chat. I got bullied enough by enough people to start doing this.
See,
so
bullying is good.
No, it's not. I will not play Helldivers 2.
I've spent the last week learning about OBS and all this other stuff with video editing and shit. Now I've got somewhat ready, gonna be sloppy as fuck. But this Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, and I think that would be like 12:30 Australian time at your time, Adelaide time.
Something like that.
Anyways, I'm not gonna go with all the time zones. Y'all know it. Wednesday, I threw the link up in the private chat here. If you can throw it up.
John, comment in the chat so I can mod you, so you can drop it yourself as well.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Also,
Thank
don't
you.
stress about it. Just wait until 5 minutes before your very first stream.
Yeah.
And then you call Disparu and Lethal and be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Please help me. Because that's what I did. And I have not changed any settings since they did that. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. I've got a few people that I've been asking questions to, and they've been very
You gotta
helpful.
wait until 5 minutes before the stream, though.
Yeah,
Really,
and he was
really.
late. And then he was like, I don't know
And
what
then
I'm
he was
doing. I'm
late.
setting up OBS. I'm like, what?
Oh, man.
Yeah, like what? You're supposed to do that like forever ago. I'm like, oh well, here we are.
Yeah. Follow John on Kick. Bullying works. This worked. This worked really well. I know a lot of people are going to be happy about this. This show sucks. To anyone who wanted to watch from the start or rewatch, there's a good chance it's going to get blocked, but it will eventually be unblocked. I apologize for that, but that's Paramount for you. Just give it a day.
Oh, yeah.
maybe 2.
One final thing about the stream there. I'm going for that 24 on the first stream. I'm going for 24 hours. I'm aiming for that right away.
Coming out swinging. Okay.
I want to come out. I've seen everybody. I've seen the way the chat is. I've seen the way everybody is. They're always fighting, asking for it. Where's your 24 hour? Where's your 24 hour?
Yeah.
Done. Right on the first fucking stream.
You've made a terrible fucking mistake.
I made a
Like,
terrible mistake. I've made an absolutely terrible mistake, but I'm going to
Because
power through it like I did with this.
listen, I'm
coming
proud
on
of
the
you.
panel with you
Bar is
guys.
so
But the worst,
high.
the 24-hour stream is a trap, because as soon as you do it once, they'll be like, so when are you doing it again? And you're
Yeah.
like, I just finished. And they're like, shut up and do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Like,
losing
we
your
don't-
virginity in a
Fuck,
gangbang.
fuck
Yeah.
your sleep.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
my
the
sleep.
streams. I gotta go. I
Like-
seriously actually have to go.
Yeah, all right.
The stream's going to be blocked. It will be unblocked. Thank you all so much for being here. Huge shout out to Raider again. Thank you. Thank you. I am humbled by that. We have our Arbiter, our proper Arbiter video, full on edited, all that good shit. Hopefully done by this weekend. Hyper Lethal, my gaming channel, probably the best channel on YouTube that covers gaming news. Go subscribe to that. And remember to fucking. Oh, here we go. All right. See you,
Homosexual
everyone.
jihad.
Homosexual jihad out. Inshallah, brother.
I like to butt fuck fine ladies. Will I choke, hold a bitch? Well, maybe.